They had an all-new record number of sponsors.
Oh, great.
I'm sure they had a money record raised. And that was just it. The show before you guys came on, and it was all about investing and whatever else. And that's kind of the big thing, getting ready for taxes. Gifting. Gifting's a good thing to do. Anyway, first thing that my job as the MC to do was to bring up, the priest du jour to go ahead and
to do the invocation.
The blessing.
Yeah, the blessing. And, Monsignor Shadle was...
I'm on Monsignor Shadle.
Yeah, and he included you in the prayer, Pat.
Really? Oh, my God.
He was praying for me.
No, I have told Joe about that again and again and again.
Matter of fact, you were the first thing he mentioned after he said, bow our heads, Heavenly Father, thank you that Pat Sullivan is not emceeing tonight's banquet.
Wow.
Thank
you, Monsignor.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's thinking about you.
He includes me in quite a few prayers, actually.
Yeah. He usually has something to do with the devil and the damned, but he's covered it all.
Well, I wish I could have, but I have another gig next week for Seeds of Hope
next week.
Yeah. And Joe, thank you very much.
Sean was there. Sean O'Connor was there, and
Oh yeah.
Yep. And the whole faith, a bunch of folks. And they're tied together, obviously, of faith-based organizations and everything. And so that's where all our money goes to.
Well, you know
anymore.
what? Thank you, Joe, for being second choice. I want to say.
Well, actually, I think I was third because I think Stacy was probably second choice. And then, Terry was busy. But
Terry's going to be joining us here in cut-ins. She's watching the lights go up on the circle this morning.
Oh, that's great.
That's what she's doing.
I'm going to, maybe I may have to start calling it, Jimmy Mad Dog Matus. I feel like
dog's free.
I feel like Jimmy was emceeing everything on the south side.
Right.
Yeah. Or Tom Zupanzik.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Zoop.
Zoop's
Matter of fact,
back.
you guys are next week. You're doing the so we are doing the Seeds of Hope, and I am the MC, and then Joe and Zoop are the auctioneers.
Oh,
because
boy.
People are scared, and they tend to give more money when they're scared.
I did that once for with Father Glenn.
Oh, did you?
Oh, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Zupanzik asked me to strangle him once, and I didn't know the gig. I was at a Builders Association thing, and he said, "Who's the money man?" And I was the treasurer of the Builders Association. So Zoop comes in to speak, and he says, "How strong are you?" I said, if somebody was stealing money, he said, "Could you handle it?" He said, "Yeah." He says, "I've been stealing your money. Come here and strangle me." And Joe, tell me what he did, because I did everything in my power to get my hands around his neck. What do you have, a 24-inch neck? I couldn't strangle it. I couldn't even. Right. I couldn't deal with it. What was he doing?
Zoop does those things all the time, whether it's lifting cars and all that kind of stuff.
But muscles in your neck?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's huge. It's huge.
I couldn't strangle him, and I sure tried.
No, the neck is really important, especially when you're playing football and obviously doing that kind of stuff. Just the flexibility of it and everything, but the strength in your neck is really important. And then Zoop's got huge traps too and things like that. And
so Denny, in retrospect, don't you think,
here we go. I'm lifting my feet up because it's going to be flowing by here.
Aren't you happy that you weren't successful?
Well, I was wanting to practice on my brother Tommy. Is what I wanted to do.
I'm just thinking strangling somebody could get you.
Well, if they were stealing money, you got to deal with that, Pat. Nobody steals.
Right?
No, that ain't going to happen.
Get you in a world of trouble.
Hey.
So should we talk about Turkey Fest?
When we come back?
What? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Golly,
that's what you
so
smell.
good out here already.
We're here. What time does it start?
10 o'clock's what
Here we go.
The elves tell me.
Let me see what we got here.
10 o'clock, and then we have.
I got the sales
coupons.
sheet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get out of here. Then we'll come back and we'll talk about Turkey Fest and all the different types of turkey and side dishes you'll find. The Pilgrim ladies are back.
Oh, yeah.
How about that? But when we come back, there's someone I have to mention.
Oh.
End of an era.
When we come back.
We're coming right back. 93 WIBC. I don't recognize this one.
Hey, some congratulations
by
in
the
order.
cornbread stuffings.
We have 2 new members of the Sullivan family. We have a little girl named Rory. And a little boy named Patty. And I just love that. Yes. You want to tell us about that, Mr. Sullivan?
Yeah, we have 2 new little babies to the Sullivan. I
just heard that.
Congratulations, Grandpa.
But look at it. This is Rory. Rory is laying, and she's listening to our show right now. The first radio station.
Hey, congratulations,
Love
Carrie
you,
Carl.
sweetie.
There we go.
She's resting comfortably, so you
Patty's-
know it's not cats.
Patty's probably not. He's probably out in the backyard rolling around.
So Patty is the Gaelic. His formal name is Patrick, and I think that's pretty
Patrick,
cool.
yep.
Yeah, in just a few years, they'll lose those baby teeth and get their Sullivan employee number because,
Oh, they're already on the payroll,
they're already
Santa.
on the payroll.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you right now that the ornaments on those lower branches aren't going to hang themselves. So you get them little ones in there, 3-4 years old. That's right there at their height. See what I'm saying? Pat's
Yeah.
got that figured out.
We used to use elves, but with the
No.
union and everything,
Union
scale on
I
that.
was making a ton of dough off that too, Pat.
You know what would be a good picture, Santa, is to get all 8 of those kids on Santa's lap. The big ones can help hold the little ones.
Right.
That'd be a good picture there, Grandpa.
That would be,
If
Denny.
you only had access
You should
to
be
Santa.
like stage manager.
Stage-
Yeah, we only
I
had
can't
access.
even manage this show. I can't. Santa's on his own. He's
I wonder
got
what
this
Santa
covered.
would charge for something like that.
Oh, Santa let it go for Pat. I owe him so much money. I did. I go, that takes care of this week's vig, Pat.
Oh boy, you can't get one past Santa.
The most when it was Patty.
Yeah.
Little Patty was born during, and I have to say this delicately, during a meeting with Santa.
Right.
All
got you.
all
yeah.
this, and so we were having a meeting, and it's literally the most stressful thing I have to do to face Santa.
Right.
All of them.
We got a reprieve for a moment because of the joyous arrival of the newest employee.
That's good.
I talked to Arden and I said I thought Denny sounded like a really good name. And
Yeah.
Carrie, I didn't get to Carrie though. I thought Denny sounds. Does that sound Gaelic to you?
Yeah, that wasn't
That wasn't in there.
no.
All right.
No. So right during the meeting. Right
That
during
was
the
nice
meeting.
that you were able to get them all together. The probation officers were all okay with that meeting of some of the bad Santas, and
Yeah, you talk about egos.
Santa's got
they look at each other.
I mean,
Yeah, real beard. Yeah, right.
I mean, normally we just put out folding chairs like we're sitting now. Everybody needed a velvet chair, velvet red chair for the meeting.
Are they are they competitive? I mean, the Santa's helpers. Are they,
Oh no,
oh no.
no, not at all.
elbowing our way to the front of the line there.
What do you mean 3 days in a row?
Yeah.
They're all.
All these behind the scenes.
I've-
Joe's the one just pulling off these one-liners. We're missing them.
Yeah, the meeting started with a beard fashion show.
How many trains do you have now?
8.
You got 8 grandkids.
And the new one, the brand new one that is still wrapped in plastic except for the engine, is IU red and white.
No kidding.
How about
you get
that?
that brand new or used?
You need
Brand
another
new.
bandwagon, Pat?
I signed some
Going to strip
transport.
off the Notre Dame colors?
I signed some transfer papers for one engine to go back to Canada. What engine was that?
You know what?
Is it back?
I talked to what we always say about race cars, right?
Right. Oh, yeah.
Why
made to be
and why
broken.
did that green race cars?
Unlucky.
Oh, it was the
Just
green
unlike-
one.
And where did that start at?
Somebody got hurt in a green race car years and years ago, but then Jimmy Clark upset that whole thing when he won the 1965
In the Lotus,
500 in a green Lotus.
There's green now, obviously.
Yeah.
But green was bad luck. Well, this is a green engine, and it's only 2 years old, and we could not fix that thing.
Did you fix it? Did you check the Quigulator? Or?
Yeah, we did. It may have had something to do with running it into a pile of gravel, but
Yeah.
Allisonville? Was it Allisonville that
No,
took that
it was
one?
here. It was getting a little slippery at the North Pole. So, anyways, so that one is that had to go back to Canada, and you would think you're shipping something like to Iraq, even to get in Canada.
So did you put it in a shipping container, or was it on a truck?
No, it was on his own semi.
Wow.
An 18-wheeler for that
An
little train?
18-wheeler for
Just the engine.
just the engine.
Wow.
Because you don't have problems with the cars, really, right?
No.
Have you ever seen them change the tires on one of
Locks
them?
freezing and things like
I
that.
think it's like a pit stop. They have this whole crew that comes in, jacks it up. They have tires already.
We can change a 2 tires in about a minute and a half. How's that compared to Indy?
Well, you'd be getting lapped 5 times. This ain't the Indy 500.
No,
Right.
no. So Turkey Fest is today. Gets underway at 10 o'clock.
You know this is the kickoff to the holiday season for all of us. You know, it really and truly is, Patty.
Yeah, and it's Thanksgiving is so late. I will say, people are in a really good mood right now, and I think it's partially because the election is over. Not speaking on who won or who didn't win. I think just people are happy that, it's over. It's not.
No more damn ads.
There's no Chads. There's no more.
That was a Dave Wilson voice. Santa doesn't do that.
Yeah. So, but one of the things we always did at Turkey Fest was our friend Max Beaver.
Right.
Always did the deep fried turkey.
Right.
And Max has retired from deep frying turkeys.
Bless his heart.
So we went ahead and retired deep fried turkey.
Do you know that Max has made more turkeys, has finished off more turkeys at Turkey Fest than any other human being?
Yes, he has.
And the closest is about only 40% of the way back.
Max would always say, and I meant to call him, I just never get anything done. I always have these great ideas. We're going to present them with, a trophy, and well, we didn't do that.
Max, you come over here. We'll present you with something.
This is huge. Because the deep frying of the turkeys is like the microwave version of Thanksgiving. I mean, if you want a turkey done
puts
quickly,
out the volume.
Exactly. And so if you got a huge family, everybody knows how good they are. So you're still selling everything for.
Yeah, we still sell them. What's your name again?
Joe. Joe. There we go.
I think it had a little, maybe tiny bit that our insurance went from $105,000 to $274,000.
Say what?
Yeah.
Little hot grease.
Yeah. It is the most dangerous way to cook a turkey.
Yeah, you don't put water in it. You don't put a frozen one in there. I mean, it's just.
You do if you want some excitement.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
So, so we decided, it's like, Max, okay, so this is, we started Turkey Fest at the radio station, 92, and that had to have been, we moved downtown in 98, so it had to be 96, maybe 95, 96.
When my friend Dave Wilson was there, he started there in 95.
Oh, 95? And were you? Were we doing trash can turkey then?
I think that fall you did.
So
there's a bare spot there.
So someone do some math. Will you do some math? Let's say it was 96. Can you figure that out? What number Turkey Fest this is?
28 years. I don't know.
28.
I don't know. 18. 20.
You know what? Don't act like you're not a genius.
24 plus 5 is 29. 28 or 29 years.
Okay, so 28 or 29 years, and I think Max was. When we moved it out to East 71st Street, I think he was on it. So we just couldn't. There we had a lot of people that wanted to deep fry him, and I said, no, I just said you're no Max Beaver.
Right.
The 71st Street out there on Benford, that's where I met Joe and Dave. He had this turkey out there. Was it Amazon John? Came out.
Oh, yeah.
He always had this turkey. It had all
from Silly Safaris.
Silly Safaris.
You brought your gyrocopter.
I did, and you sat in it, and the kids were sitting in it.
Yeah.
You got a new one now, huh?
I got one coming. We're flying off the hours down in Foley, Alabama, because that's where the good weather is right now. I got to have 25 hours. They call it phase 1 before you take it up in the air around people.
He came and dropped flour bags on my property.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Threw them at my house.
No, actually, I threw them at the hot tub. You were in it.
And then send the drug enforcement guys over.
That's right.
Wow.
Joe's getting cocaine again.
That was
low-flying airplanes.
Joe's
Thank
property
you, Santa.
Joe's property is relatively hard to find from the air. You'd think that it was
on purpose.
It is. Well, you've got all the trees around it, and then all of a sudden, bam, bam, it's there. Drop him.
That's funny.
Okay, now we were talking about Turkey Fest.
Right.
Then we're going to talk about that when we come back.
Well, I did want to mention, if you're on our email list, if you look in your inbox or your spam, you will find the Turkey Fest coupons. Turkey Fest coupons, and it includes things like 20% off any one non-sale item in our gift and Christmas department. There's a, let's see, is there something in here for 25% off any one grill accessory? Ooh. Buy 6 ornaments.
Wait a minute. Grill or accessory?
Accessory. Good Lord knows we don't have 25% margin in a grill.
Right. Don't have that at the North Pole.
Taiwan.
30% off any 6 ornaments. I would suggest all Santa ornaments.
That's right.
Yeah. 20% off Christmas light sets, no limit. A houseplant, 25% off. This goes all day, and it goes at all of our stores. And feel the Joe used to be in printing.
That's
feel
nice.
the paper.
It's very nice.
It's nice paper.
I don't think you knew you don't know the expense of this one yet. because you won't be happy.
We got a break.
And apparently,
we ever finish with Monsignor Shadle?
You can keep this going all day. He'll probably call in.
You know, he's retiring. And
really?
So, you know what?
He won't give an exact date, will he?
I thought they were going to promote him to Pope.
No, he's not. No, he won't give. You can't pin him down on a date, but he said January 8th. So, and Monsignor, you know what happens when you retire in the Catholic Church? You only have to work 5 days. Yeah. So he ain't going nowhere.
Well, and just real quick, monitoring the phones here, cooking is only here, not at the other locations.
That's correct. Just
because
at
a lot of
71st
people
and Keystone,
want to know that.
But the deals are hot at the other stores.
Wow. We're going to have to replace the elves that write this copy, Joe. Remind me. New elf in the copy department here at Sullivan.
Santa.
We're coming right back, 93 WIBC. Denny Smith. Terry is downtown. We'll hear from Terry. She is down with the IBEW.
Between the three of us, we got one brain.
Yeah,
Okay.
IBEW. They are transforming the monument into the world's largest Christmas tree. So we'll hear from her. Allison is on a family trip. So we have Santa here. Big Joe Stasiak is out terrorizing the booths here at Turkey Fest. Gets underway at 10 o'clock, so in just 20 minutes. But right now, we wanted to start the show off with really the man who not only created Turkey Fest, but really started, I would say, all the festivals here at Sullivan Hardware, and that is Bob Groves, who is also known as Chef Roberto Groves.
Oh, good morning, everybody.
Hi, Bob.
Good to be here, man.
Happy Veterans Day.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
We're looking at a Marine. How many years you serve?
3 years, 9 months, but I wasn't counting.
Now, you and one of the other guys over there on the, on the trash can turkey.
Birch Nunley.
Were you in, Birch?
Yeah.
Were you in the continental United States? Or?
No, well, yeah, and then I got to serve 13 months over the choppy seas there in Southeast Asia for a little bit.
Oh.
And so did Mr. Nunley.
Okay.
Yep, we did. But I was very lucky. I was at fixed airplanes, and I came back unscathed relatively, and I'm very thankful for that.
Yes. Well, thank you for your service. All right. So anyways, going into the Wayback Machine when I was new to radio, which I still feel pretty new. I think it was 95, 96. Linda Ali. Is Linda coming today?
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
Linda Ali had a show called What's Cooking? And she was on right after the Home Show. At the time, it was called the Home Show. Dick Crum was before me with the Garden Show. Down to Earth. Couldn't remember the name of Dick's show. But anyway, so Linda, because she didn't really know me very well, and she was new to radio, she mistakenly asked me if I would do her cooking show right around Thanksgiving because she was going home to Wisconsin. And I said, "Oh, yeah. Well, I don't really cook anything. I mean, I work. So I don't. So I was sitting at a Bishop Chittard football game, and really before we didn't have any kids. I don't think in high school, but always went to support the team. And behind me, I hear this guy say, "Yeah, and we cook our turkey in a trash can." And my head was on a swivel.
Right.
And Groves was sitting right two rows up, and I said, "What? And that's when you told the story of the trash can turkey.
Yeah. So
tell the story of the trash can turkey.
Yeah. So our son Pat was at the Coast Guard Academy in New London, Connecticut, and so he was a junior, and he called home and he said, "Hey, Dad," when we did. Beth was on the phone too, because we didn't get to talk to him very much, and he goes, "Hey, Dad, I need to cook the turkey for Thanksgiving." Of course, Beth goes, "What?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "It's a thermodynamics project," and he said, "I really need the extra credit." And Beth said, "Well, tell me about that." He said, "Well, we're going to do it in a trash can." He said, "I'm going to bring meters home, and I'm going to bring temperature probes, and we're going to calculate heat and mass transfer, etc." And Beth goes, "No, you're not." and he goes, "Well, Mom, if you want me to come home and go back to the academy, you'll let me do this because I need the points. If you want me to come home and stay, then don't let me do the turkey." And Beth goes, "I understand." So anyway, that's how it started, and it turned out it's just it's terrific, right?
It is so good. It is, and it's like we always say. There's a lot of ways to cook a turkey, and a lot of them are really good. But trash can turkey becomes an experience, and it's really cool. And if you'll see it out here today, you guys are going to do.
Oh, I think 6. I think we'll do 6.
All right,
You know,
6
if they'd
of
have
them.
done this in Greece, you know, they'd have had like the Iliad, the Odyssey, and Trash Can Turkey. I mean, they would have written about this in literature, Pat.
The only thing I understood there was trash can turkey. I'm not sure. Are those the other two streets?
God bless you. No, it's all right there.
Okay.
I know. English literature.
Yeah, at the corner of Iliad and Odyssey.
Odyssey,
Yeah.
that's right.
Well, that's right.
So, but anyways, so the highlights are it cooks a turkey quickly.
2 hours, man. Right? 2 hours.
2 hours. And that's and normally it's a 18 to 22 pound bird.
Yeah, we try to do 20 to 23 if we can, because
Yeah.
that seems to work the best.
Yeah. And we're unable to half the recipe.
No, we tried, and we just end up burning it or it's raw, one of the two. And you got to
Yeah.
have 40 pounds of charcoal. I mean, you don't have any choice. That's
I know.
the way it works.
And so I have an old video online, and there's always somebody comment. It's like, you don't need that much charcoal. It's like, that's the recipe. The government, through the Coast Guard Academy, told me that's correct, and the government is always right.
That's right.
That's what I said.
That's the way it works.
So, but now, so what Bob did was, him and the crew, they came out to 9292 North Meridian when I was doing the cooking show, and we found a little grass patch outside the studio, and that's where we did trash can turkey.
Yeah, I think that grass patch is still no grass.
That's the one thing. If you're doing trash can turkey, don't do it in a garden in gravel, but it will. I mean, it's like a tattoo on your lawn. It does not.
That's right.
It does not
It
come off.
sterilizes everything.
Yeah.
So we do it in a fire pit. We got a fire pit out there, so that's what we do it.
So, and you know what's so cool about it too, especially if you get having guests, out of town guests. What's wrong? Do you need Heimlich or something?
I do.
I'll give it to you.
I need to get away from that trash can turkey.
So, if you have out of town guests, especially from the East Coast, and what you do is you tell them, like we had a kid that was coming, I don't know where he was from, New England somewhere, and I said, yeah, this is very traditional in Indiana that we all cook our turkeys in a trash can. And that way they go home and tell everyone how, and that will keep these coast people from moving here.
That's right.
Oh, there you go.
I'm kidding, East Coast people.
No, he's not.
I'm kidding. All right, we got a break. Bob, thank you very much. What was the last thing? Oh, so I will do a thing on Channel 13, and now I'm doing one for the St. Louis station, because my niece has a show. I think it's called Shout Out St. Louis or Good Morning St. Louis. And so we're trying to get trash can turkey going in St. Louis.
So we have a patent or something. We got to get some money out of this somehow, right?
There's the economist right there.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think we just
think
keep
we're too
doing
late.
our thing.
Spread the goodwill.
There you go.
All right.
All right, coming right back.
fun.
93 WIBC.
All right. Thanks.
Hey, Amber, it's that time again.
What time is that, Denny?
Well, it's Turkey Fest, and we've got to do something.
Oh, you mean like my sweet potato pie?
Well, that and a whole lot more. Turkey Fest, it's the best. A couple of dozen ways to cook your breast. Never been a better day to roast old Tom. Charcoal hot oil Turkey Fest has come.
I'm really hoping Amber can show up
I
today.
don't think so. Why'd you ever want?
Is she going to? Did you
I
ask
sure
her?
hope. Of course, I ask her.
I saw Joanne Clues at church. You know, she does a great turkey
Oh,
from the Joanne Clues in the news.
look at the turkey right in front of us here.
Katie?
Yeah, that's one of yours, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
boy.
So Joanne, but she was singing at Mass. I didn't want to go up.
You know what?
During the
I wrote a
Mass.
piece about singing. You got your grandbabies. Now, you're known as the baby whisperer. You've got two new grandbabies, Rory and Patty.
I have a lot of grandchildren.
I know, but you got a little girl and a little boy. The neat thing about being a grandpa is you get to start all over with new babies, and you get to do it again and again. And
That's true.
I miss singing to them. That's what I
true.
was always doing.
I know, but at every stage, I mean, we have our kids are, Sully is the oldest at 13.
Oh, my gosh.
And then, but our twins are 2 years old, and we have a 3-year-old. So
But what I'm saying though is you get to start. You're
yeah,
starting over.
it
You've
is.
got them all in the sausage grinder all the way from
yeah, but it's fun because
2 weeks to
the
up to
older
13.
the older kids are doing sports and you get to go to their games. And
You're going to have to retire just so you can be grandpa.
Jenny's kids, which are the twins, and then Char, who is 4. It's like they're all like. I mean, they're like the same age. They got 3 kids the same age.
Don't you love this?
It's so fun.
Don't you love this? But anyway, sweet Rory and young Patty, welcome to the great world.
Yes.
They were born this week, right?
Yeah. Rory was on Sunday, and Patty was born on Wednesday.
I just love it. Both of them got Sullivan in their name too. Is that sort of sweet?
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I think so.
I know the daughters are keeping the lineage going for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We are at 71st and Keystone. It is Turkey Fest, so it's kind of, we always like to call it the official kickoff to the holiday season.
And it's free. It is free. Come on out and get some fun turkeys. Now, Max Beaver has retired his jersey. It's going up in one of the greenhouses at what, number 3 or number 4?
Yeah. We're gonna have a jersey raising. He's gonna go in the Sullivan Hardware Hall of Fame.
So there's no trash. No, there's trash can turkey, but there is no hot oil turkey this time.
Yeah, it is. It actually, quite honestly, Max did such a good job with it. I didn't want to turn it over to anyone else because it does scare me a little bit. I always trusted Max because ask the guys from the fire department, and they're not big on. And you know what? I will say it's still popular, but not crazy popular like it once was.
There's no newbies. There's some old veterans who will do it, but the newbies aren't doing it because they have seen the YouTube videos where somebody fills the pot up full of oil. They forget to take into account.
It's not quite thawed out.
Not thawed out, or they haven't done how much, what's the volume of a turkey.
The volume, and when the turkey goes in, the oil comes up and over, and then that instantly will catch fire.
So people, if you are going to do it, fill it up with water a little bit early, put the frozen turkey down into it, and then leave about 2 inches with the turkey in it. And then you can mark that after you pull the turkey out, and then you know exactly how much oil you're going to need.
So it's like
don't be a dope. Don't be a dope.
Yeah, and do it out in the yard.
Don't do it in a family room.
Well, up against the house.
Oh my God.
And that's even with your regular grill. Try to pull it away. It should be, away from the house. Anything charcoal. Like if you're doing a trash can turkey, and you'll be able to see that out. Here comes Mark from the Big Green Egg Company.
And you know what? He got us fed this morning. That was really pretty nice. He came by with some little patties and
here comes the rock star, James Bassmeyer.
Boss now, you remember, he's the boss.
Oh, yeah. I got it.
Talk it up good
He's
on
a
me,
boss.
Pat.
Yeah.
He looks like an unmade bed. How can a boss be looking like an unmade bed?
That's what I love. I love working for this guy.
He looks like a lumberjack with Big Green Egg written on him.
He's a wild man.
James, welcome.
Yeah,
Big Green Egg flannel.
Yeah.
Nothing beats that.
That is nice. The Bassmeyer family has the distributor for the Big Green Egg in Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, and part of Illinois.
You got it.
Did I get that right?
Yeah, got it right.
Amazing.
Well done.
All right, so I know James, and who are you?
Mark Sion. Yep. Do you know we've known each other 25 years?
When you walked up, I almost said, and here comes Mark from the Weber Company.
Oh, yeah. 17 years with Weber. It was a great run. I got recruited by Big Green Egg, and somebody retired. You remember your rep from before me, Jeff Raymond. Great guy, good chef.
Yep.
A lot of people know him. So 25 years of barbecue salesman, and I was at your second Turkey Fest.
Oh, were you for Web when you were with Weber?
With Weber. So it was Linda Ali.
Yep.
Doing a turkey on a kettle.
And Linda's listening to you right now. Say hi.
Okay, so hi. And it was a good turkey, too. She brined it. It was a good turkey. I remember that.
Yep.
And so 25 years knowing you, Pat. It's been great.
Now, wait a minute. How well do you obviously don't
Denny,
know him very well?
It's been good knowing you.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew that was coming.
It's been good knowing you.
This is fun, but the Big Green Egg changes a lot. It's a better way to cook. I'm a big greener.
James, what do we always preach? Lump charcoal, heavy duty ceramic.
Yep.
It's a grill. It's a smoker. It's a pizza oven.
Everything, man.
It's the ultimate cooking experience. There really doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
Now, you got to spend the extra 8 minutes to get your fire going. Maybe have a cold refreshment. It's not as easy as turning the gas tank on and getting the gas grill going, but it takes an extra 6-7 minutes.
You know what we call that, Mark? We call that foreplay.
Ah,
that's what it is.
like
It's
that.
grilling foreplay.
Like that. So that being said,
Sorry,
that's what
just
we are
some
selling.
of the grandkids.
Oh, the grandkids are here. Hey, Charlie. How you doing?
Hey, we're out at Sullivan Hardware, 71st and Keystone, with a celebration of the turkey, and it's all because the Sullivan family just hates ham. So we all just have these turkeys, and they're everywhere, and the Big Green Egg is a big part of that.
So what are you guys cooking? Did we? I mean, obviously some turkey.
Yeah.
You have some side dishes going over there.
We got some mac and cheese with some bacon. We got baked beans,
Yeah.
a little bit of smoked sausage in there. Bigger and egg. All the places we go, we make our own breakfast and that. So we fed a bunch of people some sausage patties
that
earlier.
sausage
We got
patty
some of
you
those
guys
this
brought,
morning. That was awesome.
really good.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'm
sorry.
But it is.
Yeah.
What are you hungover, James?
No.
Well, James, where's your...
Mark actually does so much. I don't have to do much. And then normally when I'm here, it's Egg Fest. So I'm running around.
Yeah.
I'm just enjoying myself. I walk through your store and
Is this your first Turkey Fest?
first Turkey Fest.
Oh,
Well,
very
so
nice.
what's your next gig after Turkey Fest? Where are you heading?
I'm headed home. man.
South. Go south.
You got to get back to the office.
We're supposed to get snow this week.
Are we?
Yeah.
Well, you
Scary.
can still cook on an egg in the
Yes,
snow.
sir. Snow flurries.
Really? Snow?
Yeah, that's what Wilksey said. He says, get ready for snow flurries. They're coming.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's,
Yeah. But, with the way climate is today, winters are shorter. They're not as bad as they used to be. I think we got it so great in Indiana. I swear to God, I tell people, shh, don't tell people how great we have it in Indiana.
Wow.
I swear.
Representing the Chamber of Commerce, the
Love
state of
the
Indiana,
state.
Mark
Love the state.
Zion from the Big Green
You
Egg.
got to remember, Denny, I grew up in the backyard of Weber Stephen
Okay.
in Palatine, Illinois, northwest suburb. We had real winters back then.
Oh, my.
Then all of a sudden the traffic became unbelievable with housing developments going up everywhere, and a cute little suburb that I grew up in turned into chaos. So I moved down here to Indianapolis, and I tell you what, I've loved every minute of it.
People come in and very few people leave. That's the best part.
You find that to be true?
I do.
I tell you what, low property taxes.
You think you get the
nice
Kentuckian or the
people.
Tennessee boy over here? You think we'll get him up here?
I think so. Yeah, I do. I think we will. I really do.
This is Lou. This is my 2-year-old.
This is the grandson. Here comes Charlie.
Charlie.
Hey, Charlie girl.
Char, how old are you? 5. You're 5?
She's 5.
I thought you were 4. Yeah.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Yeah, Denny, it's tough to compete with the grandkids on the radio.
Yeah. Oh, here comes El.
as good as the Big Green Egg. Come on, El.
Come here, El.
baby.
I'm just getting jealous because my daughter's
Oh,
18.
El.
I miss these ages.
Well, you'll
very
have these
much.
little
wait,
rugrats
we
running
got a
around
picture?
pretty soon.
For those that-
El, look at your mommy. We're
For
going to
those of you at home, Pat has got 3 grandkids and all the colors of the crayons right here on his lap. Oh, it's good to have you, kiddos.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be good if you hadn't seen
right, see you
Santa.
later,
He's
buddy.
hanging out
Yeah,
too. Well, we're coming up on a break, Sully, but we are at
wait a minute.
Turkey Fest.
Wait, did you guys tell us how to do a turkey on a Big Green Egg yet?
Yeah. I mean, James, you're the pro. You're the master.
I take it, I put it up right so the smoke goes right through the carcass, gets up in the meat. 'cause
So that's on the turkey stand?
Yeah,
Is that what they call
yeah.
it? What do they call it?
That's a turkey stand.
The turkey
a big
stand?
green egg turkey stand, yeah.
Okay.
Or they put egg in everything. It's a turkey egger or something.
So I know sometimes they stand them, which
Yeah.
is and I never really knew the difference, like because sometimes you put them in the rack, like the rib rack,
Yep.
Yeah.
where they sit down. But you just said something that I hadn't heard, so that smoke is
yeah.
going right through the carcass.
Well, on a chicken or a turkey, the smoke won't permeate the skin. So, like, if you want to rub it down, you normally will peel the skin back, put a rub up in between, like with some butter. But then you let the smoke go straight through the cavity, and it goes into the meat from the inside.
Does anybody break out the breastbone, flatten it out, pull the wings up so that
Isn't
the
that
drumsticks?
spatchcock thing or something?
Spatchcock. There we go.
Spatchcock.
Anybody do that?
I've seen people do it. I mean,
But most of them are communists.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I hate. Okay, so
I was about to say that you don't do that in Indiana.
I walked up with my flannel looking like I just rolled out of bed, and you might not realize I like doing stuff the easy way. I've gone through all that.
Nonsense.
The brine, I'll say, will work. But on an egg, yeah, you just lay the meat on there, whatever it is, and you cook. What's really important with the egg is like if you cook a pork butt overnight or the turkey, like you can have a beer or two. It's so simple, but then you sell it to the family Like
It took all
Like
day.
I was
Yeah.
up all night cooking
Oh,
this
yeah,
turkey.
yeah.
You're lucky it doesn't look like Clark Griswold.
I'm exhausted. I need to sit down. If you guys
You
can
got it.
clean up the
Yeah.
dishes and stuff.
Yeah, I watch football.
Yeah.
because I was up all night
All
cooking
night
on
with
this
this turkey.
Yeah.
Thanks for crossing the Ohio River and coming up here.
Hey,
It's
Jay,
good to see you
I'm
again.
on this side of the Ohio.
Are you really?
I'm not in Kentucky.
you're
Who
not-
signed
you not
the
know where
papers to
Evans-
let that happen?
You not know
Who
where
knows?
Evansville is?
No, I didn't know he was in
Evansville's
Evansville.
close to Kentucky.
Reading
Like-
and writing and Route 41 South.
Okay, yeah, that is
Or not,
describing
69
southern
now.
Indiana, but
So-
Chief Gentleman, stop. I still have questions.
all right.
So the turkey stand,
yep.
how big of a turkey can you put on one of the stands? Are you more limited to the smaller?
No, the stands are really not. Like on an XL, you might need to take the grate off and put it right on the convector for the height.
For the height of it?
But no, the stand will hold any.
So it'll hold an
turkey.
18, 20 pound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know because I looked at him. I thought, no, maybe that's just for a 12, 15
When you
pounder.
stick that up a turkey's rear, it's paying attention. It's going to
doesn't
stand
move.
up. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, we got a good friend of mine just showed up. This is Joe Williams and his gorgeous wife, Wendy. They're here at their first Turkey Fest.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tommy's brother. And welcome, guys. Did you come hungry?
Okay.
Because there's food everywhere.
Mark's conducting
Mark,
his
Mark, we
personal,
gotta wrap
his
this up.
personal
Sorry.
business
Oh.
there.
Just
Sorry, I
say
got
big green egg,
sidetracked.
Mark. Big
All
green
right.
egg, big green egg, big green egg. There you go.
Lifetime warranty, by the way. Big green egg.
You guys,
Biggest mistake you
guys
ever
are-
all
made.
the
Nobody's
ceramics,
gonna buy
baby.
you
this
guys are so dumb
No.
for that.
I'm not going to go down that road. I'll go down
I don't
that.
own the company.
No.
All
But
right.
you
We
make
got-
the backyard
I
investment.
mean, I have to
is
deal
what
with
I'm
people.
trying
It's
to
like,
say.
I got this big green egg in 1973,
Yep.
and it's got a crack. It's okay. I'll take care of that.
74 is when they started.
Whatever.
Yeah,
I got
50
this
years.
was one of the early models.
50 years this year. It's our anniversary.
Yep.
We're
Thanks,
coming
guys.
right back
Thank
here
you.
on 93
Thank you,
WIBC.
Is it really?
The first one was up at Binford, and
And we're still together.
yeah, well, Matt Hiblin told me to show up, and I came prepared to do a show. We were doing Investing Sense at that point, and I was over my head so quick. I was trying to do a show, and then I realized, no, this is Turkey.
about
Fest.
turkey.
It's about turkey.
Yep. So we have, and I've not, I'll get to go back out, but we have the trash can turkey, which started it all, which is very cool. And then we have the Weber rep. Anthony is here, and he's got the Weber grills going. Obviously, Mark and the Big Green Egg. But we also have, I believe, we're doing turkey pizzas on a Gosney.
Oh, I saw people eating pizza, and I wondered
Did you?
what was
Okay.
going on. There you go.
So the Gosney pizza oven, which is a really cool.
And he says it's good.
says good.
We just
All right.
got the thumbs up on the turkey pizza.
Yeah, so we got to try that. And
The funny thing about the Gosneys, Pat, you only have to keep it in there for what, a couple minutes at the most. It's incredibly fast.
yeah, so it's a thin, if you're doing an authentic Italian, or as we like to say, Italian.
Yeah.
Very thin. They're about 90 seconds. Scott, because we had some of his, didn't you get some of the sample of turkey pizza?
I don't remember
No?
that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe, well, I feel like you did.
Wait a minute. We
Yep.
did because it had dressing on it,
Yep.
gravy. Yes,
Right.
I do remember that.
So he built that pizza a little thicker. So I think he said he's doing them. They're taking 2.5 to 3 minutes.
And he also has some bread pudding going right now. I saw it's some turkey banana something special. So Scott,
It's
Scott's
the bread pudding.
yeah, that's all coming our way.
Scott does not know how to name things.
I know. 71st and Keystone is where you
Pretty
want
much
to be.
when he gives you the name of the newest bread pudding, it's literally the ingredients.
It's like he's got a Merriam-Webster's right in front of him. He's trying to use as many adjectives as he can to get in there.
They're all very good, I can tell you that.
Turkey Fest goes till 3 o'clock. The discounts go all day long. Sullivan, I don't know how you're making money, if the bank's chasing you down or what, but these discounts are crazy.
Well,
Crazy.
they are. So you'll pick up your Turkey Fest coupons. It'll be in your if you got our emails. We mailed them out to you this morning, but you can pick up a copy in the store. If you buy a Christmas tree, 30% off, and then you also get a free tree bag with the purchase of any tree 6.5 foot and up. Any grill accessory. Obviously, this is a grilling event. So you can. There's a coupon for any one grill accessory, 25% off. How about buying 6 ornaments, 30% off?
Whoa.
Christmas light sets,
This is before Christmas. I thought those discounts were only
20%
after
off.
Christmas.
any light set, and there's no limit on those.
As your former financial advisor, retired.
25%
You're
off.
losing your mind here. This is your retirement you're giving away.
That's all right. We just want to make people happy. We don't want to make money. That Don's gun.
Don's
right? 25% off any one house plant. Barbecue rubs, buy one, get one half off. Any bird food, 20% off. Artificial garland, 20% off. And I like this one because we have this is Keystone. At the other stores, they would have to send it up here, but free engraving today on any Yeti product.
Hey, now I got a couple Christmas presents.
And the big one for the gift shop, any one item, 20% off.
What Pat's talking about, they have a laser engraver that George has figured out how to use. Nobody else in the family tree could do it, so they called in an outsider. And he's got it figured
military.
out. Yeah, military. Is that what it is? Military intelligence.
Yep.
So if you buy something here, whether it's these wonderful Yeti cups, how about personalizing it? Put Pawpaw on there, or put mine.
Did I tell you about so we just got this engraver, and it's a monster. I mean,
it's a
amazing.
monster. It's as big as a boat.
Yep. So the very first guy that talked to me, he goes, "Hey, I see you have an engraver." I said, "Yep, we're going to be able. We're not quite ready, but now we are. And he goes, "That's great because I have a Yeti cup I want to get engraved." It's like, great, we can do design. We can do different things. He goes, "I just want to put my name and my phone number on it because I keep losing this thing." So not the most
I don't
exciting
care who you
thing.
are. That's funny.
Yeah, not the most exciting. So 71st and Keystone, you can park in the lot, obviously, across the street on 71st Street. You can park there's a church over there. There's street parking over there. The bank, be careful. They're open till 12, so we'd rather you not park there. Obviously, the liquor store. But a lot of people will go across the street. But be careful getting across. Please
be respectful. That's the most thing.
No, be careful.
Oh.
Of coming across the street if you're crossing Keystone.
Oh, people knock you over?
Yeah. We had an incident out at Allisonville, and luckily
people were crossing Allisonville Road.
Well, we had a open house there, and there was so many people there. They're crossing, and
it's
and
always about parking.
Yeah, and one of our customers got hit.
Oh my Lord!
But she's okay. She's in the hospital, but it scared the living bejesus out of us. So.
Wow. Well, here we are.
Be careful.
Now, just for the confusion, we used to have Turkey Fest on the Thursday or on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is actually 2 weeks away, and we're taking advantage just to get you in the spirit another week early.
Well, Danny, that's true, but a couple of years ago we did move it up, and this is
for good reason.
This is because it's interesting is because we have changed. And how we view Christmas.
Is this marriage counseling?
No, it's not the two of us. But Christmas, when I was a kid, and we've sold Christmas trees since the 60s. So we would get our trees in, and they would just sit there in a pile. And then the day after Thanksgiving, you would start popping the first ones open. You would start setting up your lot. You'd get a few people that would come in, I'm saying you might sell on Black Friday 5 or 6 trees. And that's kind of how it was. And then your big weekends were the first 2 weekends in December.
Those are
was the big.
First 2 weeks of Advent.
That, over the last 15 or 20 years, has moved. And it has moved to Thanksgiving. Everyone wants to put up their tree on Thanksgiving. One, people don't realize, I don't think, that Thanksgiving moves around. So you're making your tree last an extra week when it's on the 23rd. Now, it's going to work out this year because it's the 28th. It's late. But now we have to have our lot set up. So we will have our lot set up, and we'll be selling trees. The first load of trees came in from North Carolina on 2 days ago, on Thursday. And we will start setting those up this week because people will be ready to set up their tree. But you do have to,
I want to brag on you just a little bit on all the artificial trees. For those of you who have now set them up and you're looking at them or going to set them up, be sure and check for the bulbs. You want to make sure that the bulbs are all on because for every bulb that's out, it puts stress on the remaining bulbs. Now, if you buy your tree from Sullivan, I got 4 trees and they're all tall, skinny ones in my house. I love these things, but when the lights go out, don't get to the maximum level of festivity trying to find out what's wrong. Bring them back. They absolutely fix them. And I don't think it was because of my friendship.
Store, yeah. No, we don't do other people's trees, just our own.
Just your own, the ones you sell. And what a service. Andrew and Lauren got that thing back going for me. Yep. I feel like $1 million.
We actually have a pretty good sized staff that shapes and fixes trees because we
God
have
bless you.
So if someone buys a tree from us, we always say, don't work on it.
You're not going to get
Just
that from Amazon, is what I'm
Bring
saying.
us the piece of the tree and we'll fix it for you. And Denny, but it also goes towards some of the other things, like people, like in an artificial tree, there's something called a power pole. So when you stack the tree, it automatically connects it, okay? So, and people go, well, why don't you have the power pole? The reason we don't have that power pole is because we can't fix it. It's a sealed unit, and if the contactor in there, if the contactor gets bent, we can't fix it. So we have to keep the tree so we can take care of your tree for the long term.
You know, I just thought you were an imbecile, but there's some logic to your imbecility.
There you go. All right, we're going to come right back with more from Turkey Fest, 71st and Keystone, brought to you by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Clock today. But we have a nice crowd rolling in here, and we are joined by Anthony from Big Belly Rubs. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How's everything at Big Belly Rubs?
You know, going well. We've been growing a lot. We've got Christmas boxes now that are moving. And
do we have them here yet?
You do have some here.
Okay,
yeah.
nice.
So you got a few here, and we've also got some fundraisers moving that we're working with. So we've been keeping busy.
What fun. Nothing better than a family business that's all of a sudden starting to take off. Isn't
all right,
that
so
great?
you're doing sides today.
Yeah, so we ended up, quite a few of the turkeys already had our pork and poultry rub on it, so we figure not as many teams do sides, so what's Thanksgiving and food like that without sides?
So we got beans and...
So
wait a minute. If you're from Indiana, it's beans. We got beans and mac and cheese. One of Pat's favorite, mac and cheese.
Yeah, so we have a lot of fun with it, but we make a nice, like, creamy mac and cheese, so roux-based.
And mac and cheese was really good.
Yeah.
So what'd you guys put on that one?
We really just did the mac. We made a roux, so just a little bit of flour, garlic butter, stuff like that.
How do you spell that?
Cheese. It's like Roux, I think.
Okay. A roux.
I didn't know it was a spelling bee.
It's sort of like what a beagle does when he's chasing a rabbit.
So which one of your spices did you put on the...
Yeah, so we did the pork and poultry on it actually today.
Okay.
That's just my favorite with it. We do the all-purpose that's very good with it. It's a more Italian-type blend. So if you like more of a barbecue-style mac and cheese, we'll do the pork. If you want a more traditional, I'd say we'd probably do that all-purpose.
We're talking about Big Belly Rubs. If you come into Sullivan's, you look for the guy that's sort of got sort of like a pirate shirt on and a hat, and that's their logo. But it says Big Belly Rubs. They got lots of them, and they are good.
How many different products do you guys make?
Yeah, so we have 5 right now. We're hopefully going to be releasing a 6 likely at this point next year.
Are you going hot, sweet? What's the next one?
Yeah, this one will be it's going to be a we'll call it it's going to be a chicken-based one, but it's going to be actually Bloody Mary chickens, what we're going to call it. So the idea is to use it for food like that, but then be able to season and make your Bloody Marys with it. So a little dual purpose there.
So let's talk about the green beans because I thought they were delightful. My co-host here.
Well, he must have splashed like a little bit of his roux into mine, lit me up like
I thought it was just perfect, the perfect amount of heat, and I'm not a guy that likes really hot. So what was on that one?
Yeah, so we used our beef rub on it. So that one's going to be a lot more pepper like black pepper forward. So I guess black pepper could be considered hot to some.
Now, are you calling me a sissy right here in public? It lit me up. There was something in there.
Hey, they're thick cut, black cut pepper. So if you do chop into one, it could get a little heat for you. But,
yeah, he's patronizing me.
Yeah, well.
He did it on purpose. I saw that salt shaker he had behind him.
Yeah, I threw a bunch of cayenne peppers in yours too. But no.
All right, so you can get Big Belly Rubs at. Are you in Allisonville?
Yep. So you can get them at the Allisonville, Keystone. And I think those are the only 2 right now. And then you can get them on our sites. And then we do events as well.
Yep.
So
what's your site?
Just bigbellybrand.com.
Bigbellybrand.com.
Yes.
So this is a locally made product, and you have just put it all together yourself.
Yeah. So with my wife as well.
All right. So real quick before we got to go because we have a short break.
Yeah.
So what made you? What was when you woke up and said, "Hey,
I can do this.
I can do this. I want to do this."
Well, we already kind of were able to with some friends, and we started messing around with some seasonings and stuff when we were cooking and smoking meats, and we thought we'd want to do a little bit of a side project.
So you were really a big smoker
and cook.
So
yeah,
you really
smoker
liked
and cook.
that whole aspect about the outdoor barbecue, and that's kind of what made you want to do your own
Exactly.
rubs.
Yeah. So loved a bunch of seasonings. Had about a closet full probably of them, and started making my own.
Does your wife still talk to you at night?
Only if I haven't been smoking stuff, so I don't smell too bad.
There you go.
Anthony, you're the best. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
getting
Anthony.
Big Belly Rubs. You got to look for them.
We appreciate it.
Hey, thank you.
Saturday's Home and Garden program brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
It worked at Central Supply. He was a really, really good guy. And look at those kind
Look
eyes.
at the kind eyes.
I know.
Dude, you got a career. Come see me.
That's right. But right in front of us right now is we've got Sweet Anthony from Weber.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing?
You don't cut it as Santa, pal.
I don't, unfortunately. I'm trying to be, though.
Yeah.
You got the 5 o'clock shadow at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Right.
That's right.
So Anthony is our Weber rep, and he's been with 5 years now.
Yep, that is correct. Good.
How about that?
Oh, my.
He just pulled that out of his butt.
I got that off your Wikipedia site.
yeah, right.
All right, so this is going to be, before we talk about what you guys are doing today, but 2025 for Weber is going to be big, big, big.
Oh, they're going at you, putting a toe in the water?
They got a bunch
we're getting a whole bunch of new product coming
in. A whole bunch of new models coming out that are very exciting. Their griddle, called the Slate, has been huge.
Massive for 2024. Yeah, it's only going to get bigger for 2025.
And I think it's going to be big at Christmas too.
Big time.
Yep.
Yes.
I think people have discovered that they don't need a skillet. If they want to do their hash browns, if they want to do stuff, just go ahead and do it on the griddle. It's just so much easier, and the Slate is really a neat product.
Yeah, it really is. Ready, not rusty has been its key slogan for this past year.
That's good.
So you get it right out of the box. There's no pre-seasoning required, and that's what a lot of consumers have been asking for.
See, what I was, why I was so not down on it, but I thought, why does somebody need this thing? Because we had one, and every time we wanted to use it, it was covered in rust. And then some of the other brands, like the frame is all rusty and stuff. And so these guys have, so it shouldn't rust.
No
correct?
rust. No, none whatsoever.
All right, so what
That's
type of
a big, big
carcinogens
deal.
are in there to protect us? How are they doing it?
So it's just the carbon dioxide that they're using actually on the griddle top itself. And then it's just after that, that's honestly just about it. Just
All right. So what else do you think about the Weber Slate that is making it really catch with consumers?
More or less so it's that's the big thing. The Ready Not Rusty is obviously number one. And then you got a nice warranty backing it, obviously.
I like the lid too, because some of them either don't have a lid or it's like real tinny.
Correct.
I mean, these
and
are really nice.
That's a double hinge lid. So yeah, it's going to be sturdy.
Yeah,
for sure.
I mean, it took them. I mean, you didn't make it on the first try, but man, the line they have coming out, and then there's a new one coming out too for 25.
Yeah, it's going to be a 28-inch griddle. Yep, correct.
And so, what is there now?
There's going to be a 30 and a 36.
Okay.
And then we're going to be introducing a new 28.
28.
And it's going to be at $549.
Okay. So there you go.
I like that. Everybody thinks they need big, 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 but it sounds to me like you're pulling it in just a little bit.
You got to hit the sweet spot.
You got to hit the sweet spot. Well, they're easy to move too. If you want to take them with you, you just collapse them, put them in it. That's really pretty nice.
All right. So what are you guys cooking on back in your booth?
Yeah. So we are cooking on the Genesis 3-burner and a Genesis 4-burner. We got the turkey going on the Genesis 3. And then we got some apple and pumpkin pies on the Genesis 4 right now.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice.
When you go home at night, does your wife make you undress in the garage because you smell like smoke?
Handful of times, yes. That's typically when I'm doing the pellet. When we're doing the searwoods, that's when I'm asked to take the clothes off when I walk in.
What I remember, I was on the plumbing truck, and I worked with a guy that smoked a cigar. And when I came home, nobody let me in the house because you smell like smoke. So if you're selling grills, I mean, by golly, you're going to smell every night, Pat.
Come on, Denny, at our age, we would love for our wife to say, take off your clothes.
I misinterpreted what I was hearing. No, all right. Anthony joins us from the Weber
How
Grill.
big is your territory?
So it's in Indiana and Kentucky. Yeah, that's my territory, yep.
Well, a lot of miles in a year?
A lot of miles.
A lot of miles.
Yep. Hey, it is what it is.
So without, I don't want to cause any trouble, who's your favorite dealer?
Come on, that's no question. It's going to be Sullivan's.
I'm kidding.
That's like looking your mom in the eye and say, Mom, who do you love the best?
So what the exciting thing here at our Keystone location for 25 is we're opening the Grill Palace here.
I love it.
So we're going to hopefully start construction in the first quarter. And the Grill Palace is its own, it's going to be really cool.
I
got
like
its own
this.
little thing.
You know, there's always a culture around Weber. I remember Andy used to work, I think it was Waukegan. It was almost to Wisconsin. But we'd come down into the city, into Chicago, and we'd go to the original Weber Grill. And there's something about that culture. And if you can do that in the Palace, Pat, you're going to have something.
We're hoping to put a hood in so that we can demo grills actually on the inside.
Yeah, not stink up the whole place.
Yeah, and then it would be nice on our cooking class nights if we have a bad weather night, we could move into the Grill Palace type of thing.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love that idea.
So that'll be a lot.
If they can deal with cigar smoke and everything else, you should be able to get a vent hood that'll take care of that.
Oh yeah,
I would think so.
Suck the scales off a fish. They'll take care of smoke.
Yeah. All right, Anthony, it's great to see you.
Appreciate it, Pat.
Thank you, buddy.
We'll be coming out to check out. So it's apple pies
Apples and pumpkin.
Apple and pumpkin.
No
turkey.
We got enough for all day. Oh, we have turkey. Too.
Oh, you have turkey as well.
We have
that's
turkey
on the Genesis 3 burner.
Oh, that's right.
That's
you did
right.
say that.
Yep.
You did say that.
Pat doesn't listen, but
Well, you know what? Here's what we found out about this event, Turkey Fest. For a while, because this is like we think the 29th year, and it's always been about turkey. Obviously, cooking turkey different ways, but we really have been pushing the last 2 or 3 years the sides because people really love sides. So generally, when we're trying to serve a side with each plate of turkey.
Well, you know what the Pilgrim said, thou dost not live by turkey alone. I mean, so they can't go against the Pilgrims. That's why they got green beans or bean beans and all the other things.
Denny, tell us about that first Thanksgiving.
See, Anthony, see what I have to put up with? Get to the garage and take your clothes off. Yeah.
All right, thanks,
Anthony from Weber Grill.
Right,
Thank you, brother. Good to see you.
There you go. All right, we're here at 71st and Keystone. Saturday's Home and Garden Program brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Turkey Fest coupons when you come in. They are good all day long. So we are open until 8 o'clock tonight. They're good at all of our stores. And obviously some things like the artificial trees are here at Keystone and up at Allisonville. And you get a free bag, tree bag, a good tree bag, I might add, for any tree 6.5 foot and above. You can buy 6 ornaments, get 30% off, 20% off light sets. So all of our stores have light sets. 25% off any grill accessory. All of our stores have grill accessories. Any one house plant. So the house plants would be Keystone. Actually, Penn might have a few house plants too, but generally Keystone and Allisonville has house plants. There's a coupon for 25% off. Buy any one barbecue rub or sauce and get the second one at 50% off. And then 20% off.
Are you insane? Everything's on sale.
I know. I don't know who wrote this.
I'm glad I'm not your landlord because I wouldn't going to be getting paid.
I don't know why there's so many of these things.
You're crazy.
Bird food, 20% off any one bag. Artificial garland is 20% off.
You know, it's service and quality. You don't have to do everything on price. Why are you giving it away? You got good service. You got good quality.
Yeti cups you can have engraved for free today. How about that? And this is the big one. It's at the bottom. 20% off any one non-sale item. That's Christmas decor, gift shop items, Christmas candles. So that's all the Yellow House and the gift shop up at Allisonville. And we get this question all the time, and we're trying to get that word out. They're unique to each other. The Yellow House and then also Allisonville, because we have different
designers.
Yeah, different
buyers.
designers, different buyers. So, yeah, you'll see some of the same merchandise because they run across the same things, but that is that's very strategic that we keep that separate so that we can have 2 unique things that that people can kind of enjoy both stores.
Hey, before we go to break, can we talk about the Festival of Trees?
Yeah.
It is really cooking downtown right now.
Yep, at the
Historical
Society.
Yeah.
I started to say.
I saw your name as sponsor, so I thought he must have put some money up for this one. Yeah.
I did. We're the presenting sponsor for the Festival of Trees, and we've always taken care of all of their trees for them. So we got a bunch of them, and we fix them and do all that stuff. So that is a lot of fun, a lot of themed trees, and I believe that is open now. Hour number 3 is coming up. We're here at 71st and Keystone. It is the 2024 Turkey Fest on 93 WIBC.
Hey, Amber, it's that time again.
What time is that, Denny?
Well, it's Turkey Fest, and we've got to do something.
Oh, you mean like my sweet potato pie?
Well, that and a whole lot more. Turkey Fest, it's the best. A couple of dozen ways to cook your breast. Never been a better day to roast Old Tom. Charcoal hot oil turkey fest has come. Burritos, I don't think so. Why'd you ever wanna think of eating those? No peanut butter jelly, no grilled cheese today. No fried bologna is a-coming our way.
Green eggs forever. Our Weber grill's better. Our pellets or charcoal fun. 3 different.
Hey, good morning.
faces,
Hour
they're
number 3 of
in
Saturday's Home and Garden
tight
program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. It is Turkey Fest. We like to say the official kickoff of the holiday season. 71st and Keystone runs until 3 o'clock. Got a nice crowd. Come on in. The band, Boogie Nights, just started playing. So you can, for purchase, there's beer, wine, soft drinks, and then food is all free. It's free to get in. When you're, be careful when you're parking. Now at 12 o'clock, the bank spaces would become available. You can walk across the street, but please be careful.
I'm told that the people in the bank are armed and dangerous, and they're very possessive of their parking spots.
Yeah. Yes, they
But
should
I
be.
saw you. That was very nice as a neighbor. You were putting signs up on cones. Do not park here. That was really nice as a neighbor.
Well, we have to take care of our neighbors.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what our next guest does.
That's exactly right. Major Mindy.
Look at that.
Did you see that?
Look at that.
Major Mindy from the Salvation Army. I haven't met you, but I knew it was you immediately. How are you? Welcome to Indy.
Was it because of the Salvation Army's?
It was the big billboard I wear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly right. Well, welcome to Indianapolis. This will be your first holiday season, which you are about to get baptized under the name of Radiothon here really, really quick.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. This will be my first Christmas here in Indianapolis, of course, and there's a lot of great things going on and a lot of community support already. So I've been here just shy about 5 months, and I already feel like I'm at home here.
Duke Haddad is one of our buddies, and he says that we can trust you. You know, you can't trust everybody who puts
Works
on a
for
headset.
the Army, Duke
Work for
does.
the Army. Yeah. So where did you get banished from? Where'd you come from?
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay, Wisconsin. So you're in trouble. You're on probation up there, and they sent you down here for rehab.
Yeah, they said to go try out some new colors.
All right. So
Well, the football's not any better up there than it is here right now. So,
oh Lord, you
I was
got
really hoping we would talk about football today.
really? Yeah. Well, you know, we can talk about Detroit, but Green Bay, you know, they're almost as sorrowful as the
yeah,
Colts.
what's their record right now? Do you know?
I don't. I think it's like 2-4 or 3-4.
Yeah.
Or something
2-4.
like that.
All right. So
Very similar.
the Army's been
Maybe we
busy.
should put up a little scrimmage between Green Bay and the Colts, just, you know, to let all the kids play.
What, the C team against the C team? That's right. Major Mindy from the Salvation Army. The new kid on the block, we've been waiting to meet her. We're going to be working hand in hand with her the second weekend in December. Pat, we're just barely 4 weeks away from
Yeah, it's actually.
Radiothon.
Yep, we are. So it's the main our part of it will be Saturday, but I think we're going to be out here Friday as well.
Right.
And so I think it's actually the third Saturday of December.
Mindy, do you know the dates?
Yeah, December 13th and 14th.
There we
13th,
go.
14.
Yeah, you can tell she's a professional.
And
she knows when we're going to do
stuff.
stuff.
You know, Turkey Fest is, we say it's always the unofficial kickoff to the holiday season, but so is the Salvation Army, and that time when we can go out and help our neighbors. Because, you know, I always say it's like we think of, helping our neighbors. We think of the Salvation Army during the fourth quarter, during the Christmas season, but you guys are here year-round.
We are here year-round, and this time of year, when those kettles hit the streets and you hear the bells and it feels like Christmas, is that public reminder that we are here, we're your neighbors, we're in your community, and we are here all year round, helping people, addressing those needs of people who are in poverty or struggling, or maybe a disaster has happened, or kids need someplace safe to be. We're here all year.
You guys are almost always the first truck to the fire, whether it's the hurricanes down in Florida all the way up to North Carolina. I saw the Salvation Army there. And I'm not running anybody else down, but there are those charities that show up and do what they're supposed to be doing, and then there's people who talk it through. Mm-hmm. And it was always nice to see that the Army is here. But that's going on here in Indianapolis too, Pat.
Yeah.
Help a lot of people. So you know what? I always say I think Danny feels the same way. It's like, I don't have the time. I wish I had time to go help
I have
a neighbor.
the love,
So
I have the inclination, but I got a life to live, and I can't do that.
I use the Salvation Army as my agent, and so I just contribute.
You're delegating.
I'm delegating them to help. And that's kind of, I know it's maybe crazy, but that's how, I mean, I have a very busy life.
Right.
So what I can do is donate as much money as I can.
Now, the kickoff was last Saturday. Was that right?
It was November 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to think of ourselves also as connectors in the community. People see the Red Shield and they know that means it's a place they can get help. And other people see the Red Shield and know that that's a place that gives help. And what we can do is bring those people together. And whether you meet them face to face or not, you're definitely impacting them by your donation, your volunteering of time, whatever that is. So we really are helping to connect people in those ways. So, it might be about time, or it might be that, I'm living in a time and a space where I don't really know someone that closely that's really struggling.
Right.
And, it's a way to help.
I got to tell you, you haven't been to a church service till you've been to a Salvation Army church service. And honest to goodness, over there on the west side, I went to a church service there. Man, that was really something. I mean, there's a little bit of everybody and everything. We did an interview the last couple of years with a fellow we call Eddie 3 Times.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if you know about Eddie 3 Times, but he is a legend here in Indianapolis because he went through detox and addiction program not once, not twice, but he went through it 3 times. And it was the 3rd time that it stuck. And I asked him, well, what changed? And he said, everything. He says, the Salvation Army, he said, they kept telling me I had to do this, this, and this, and I just tried to change a couple. He says, but no, he said, the only thing you have to change if you want to get out of the rat race is everything. Mm-hmm. So that's what's really cool about the Army. They're there.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes 2, 3, 4, 7
I'm still working on Pat just on his attitude, so I know how hard it is to change.
It's going to take a long time.
Yeah, I know it is.
Yeah. So let's go to the kettles, because I find the kettles fascinating because of how society has changed, and a lot of people don't carry money anymore. So the kettles, and how have you guys adapted with that? Because I think you have some electronic kettles, don't you?
Yeah, just as diverse as our service is our ways to give. So you can give online. You can text to give. You can use our QR code. Of course, that cold hard cash in the kettle is welcome. A check could be slipped in there if people are still writing checks. I know that's even more spare than cash, but yeah, so there's lots of ways to give.
We all used to have jingle, Mindy, and we don't have jingle anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to have a little pocket there in the car as you go through the drive-thru. Everything is with a card.
I know. I'm always stranded at Aldi without my quarter because I don't have that change.
I know. Just don't do it anymore.
Well,
but you've adapted. You have a lot of different ways to do it.
Yeah. There's plenty of ways to give.
All right. So we will see you in 4 weeks.
All right.
And I hope that charming personality will join us on air again. But it was nice of you to make the effort. I know you're busy. Yeah. This is the kickoff season.
So we have a lot of things planned. So we'll have a lot of entertainment. So we have a lot of fun. But at the heart of it, we're there to help our neighbors and help raise money for the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
Major Mindy from the Salvation Army right here in central Indiana. Our thanks to Duke Haddad, who always helps us square things away. Duke has been busy. The corporate sponsors, we've lost a few, but he's picked up a whole bunch more, Pat. So
he called me.
He called you? I call you a lot of things, but I didn't think Luke Duke was that type of guy.
Yeah. We back in the downtown North Pole, we have a train here for the kids and stuff. We have about 60,000 people.
Yeah, I took the Halloween train at Halloween. Yeah.
Okay.
With my 2-year-old granddaughter.
Oh, that's so fun.
You're not old enough to have grandkids.
All right. So the Sullivan Express train to the North Pole is here, and in the storefronts of downtown North Pole, one of them is Merchants Bank. And that Merchants Bank, is our bank, and that logo is there so that they will donate to the Salvation Army.
Oh, really?
That's the little deal I have.
Scratch my back, we'll scratch yours.
With Mike Petrie. It's like, all right, I'm putting this up, but I expect that check to go to the Salvation Army.
There we go. Miss Mindy, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for letting me be here today.
Oh, you bet.
And in all honesty, Mike would do that anyways.
I'm sure he would.
Yep. Thanks, Mindy.
You wouldn't, but he would.
Yeah, that's true.
You shook him down, didn't you?
I did.
Mindy doesn't shake him down. No. Mindy, thanks for joining us. That's Major Mindy, the new major right here in central Indiana. We'll learn a lot more about her in the next 4 or 5 weeks.
Who dropped off the turkey pizza?
Your daughter. God bless her. You're listening to the Home and Garden Show.
Wait a minute.
What? Is it good?
It's got like stuffing and mashed potatoes. I think the base is mashed potatoes and gravy.
You're not supposed to talk with your mouth full. You know?
I'm trying to get a job like that Guy Fieri.
Oh, Guy Fieri?
Wait a minute.
I can just see you with hair. There's something that's missing. It is the Home and Garden Show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back with you here on 93 WIBC. my delight, the sweet potato pie with James Taylor. The queen of the sweet potato pie is joining us right now, Pat Sullivan.
Amber Stearns.
You remember that laugh, ladies and
Formerly
gentlemen?
of the WIBC newsroom.
Oh, my gosh. Amber, it's good to see you.
It's great to be here.
Amber, I even hate to ask, when did you leave WIBC?
September of 2013.
Okay.
It's 11 years ago.
11 years ago, yeah.
I was doing the
And how long were you at IBC?
6 years. Yeah, I came on board in March of 2007.
Okay.
Amber was in the newsroom at WIBC. She sort of put up with several different news directors at the time, but she handled it quite well. But she was also the voice of the Turkey Fest song.
That's right.
We did that, and I just called her and said, "Do you want to do something on air?" And I talked to Sean Matthews, who was the production guy. And what a lot of people don't know, we did that in one take.
We did. You wrote the lyrics,
Yeah.
which was amazing. Sent me the copy, and I was like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah,
and we did.
But your
great.
personality came out. You were still laughing in the thong. I thought, but we did that just sitting down there. I was terrified. And, everybody still reminds me at the very end of that song, we'll play the whole thing through for you at one point. Amber cut off on time. Sean gave me the mark, and I hung on for 2 beats too long, and there I was hanging out there like Barney Fife.
I don't know what any of that means.
It means that when you do a cutoff, you're supposed to stop singing. Amber started singing, the music cut off and everything, and there I was still singing like I was in the choir and with my eyes closed. Yeah. So Amber,
you always like the
good to see you.
It's great to see you guys. I can't believe that Turkey Fest has grown. The Sullivan property has grown.
Yes.
I had to park in Zionsville.
Okay.
And I've been in line outside since about 6 o'clock this morning.
I'll tell you the same thing I tell all of the people in the news media, okay? Quit your bitching, okay? We're here and we're having fun. Quit your bitching.
No, it's amazing. It is absolutely amazing. Everything is beautiful. The food is amazing. People are happy. The success of Turkey Fest. I remember the very first Turkey Fest. And this is phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is great.
Yeah, hanging in. So Joanne Clues, was she there at the same time? All right.
I remember Joanne.
So Joanne does a great turkey call. I don't know if you recall that.
I don't remember.
Yeah, she used to do.
But she's a professional.
And she sings at my church. So I was thinking, I didn't want to interrupt her while she was singing during the Mass, but I thought, well, it'd been great to have Joanne come out and have the whole gang,
She speaks fluent Spanish, and after she left WIBC, she went out to the West Coast and dealt with all those crazy people out there.
That's how bad she wanted to get away from the radio station.
That's exactly right.
She couldn't be in the same city anymore.
She is now back, but she is a fluent Spanish speaker and sings in Spanish, too. That's terrific.
Awesome. A lot of therapy.
There were so many of us at WIBC that sing. That's what I...
Yeah.
And that wasn't you.
That wasn't
you
me.
never showed up for the lunches, Pat.
No, I don't get the emails.
We didn't invite him.
Oh, that's right.
There's a reason for that.
When we knew you last, you had one son who was a big, big kid, a lovely kid named Perrin with beautiful eyes. Mm-hmm. He went off to the Army, and you've got 2 others now. So tell me about the other 2.
Okay, CK, which is short for Charles Calvin. He is a freshman at Purdue University.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Graduated from Lawrence North, and he is doing fabulous. He's in the Daniel School of Business, and he is rocking and rolling. In fact, he's doing extraordinarily well to the point where after he finishes he is a freshman. He is completing the first semester of his freshman year technically, but he will finish with enough credits between dual credit that he did in high school, some things he did in summer school. He will be a sophomore by January.
How do you do this and still look like you're 23 years old? So Perrin is 26?
Perrin is 26. CK is 18. And Liam, who was a WIBC baby, he was born not in the newsroom, but I was in the newsroom at the time. He is 12, and he is at Geist Montessori Academy.
Nice.
I don't want even to tell her she's an old woman, but she looks so young.
I am an old woman. I am an old woman.
It's so good to
3
have
boys.
I found out. Yeah, well, that'll make you
In fact, I was going to surprise you with sweet potato. I can't bake anything, and it doesn't make it out of the oven for very long before it's annihilated by everybody.
Yeah.
So, 3 boys plus my husband, Sean. So it's,
now, I read about you. We've got just a couple minutes here, but I read about you at the Indianapolis Children's Choir. You were always active, but are you the big cheese now?
I am president of the board of directors as of this past September.
Wow.
Did you miss a meeting?
No, I mean, I was always active, active volunteer, and I decided to join the board shortly after Henry Leck, who was the founding artistic director.
I know that name.
Yeah, founding artistic director. When he retired and Josh Petty took over as artistic director, I joined the board, really enlightened by Josh's vision, and then set myself up to become president. So as a founding member, I would be president when the 40th anniversary came around.
That's really close.
That's close.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Years,
Are you
so.
still singing? You used to sing in church and everything. Are you
Not
still
as
singing?
much as I used to. No.
Yeah.
Did she mention all the boys at home?
Yeah.
Limits the schedule.
Oh, no,
It does
I said,
especially when you had one athlete, because Perrin played football, and then following, became an active Army mom. CK wasn't as active a player, but very active as a sports analyst. That's kind of his big thing.
Whoa.
Liam is in the choir. He's my only performance kid, so he is in the Indianapolis Children's Choir. So he'll be caroling at the Gift and Hobby Show.
That is awesome. So what other events do they have planned for the holiday season? Anything else that's already firmed up that's open to the public for the choir?
For the choir, well, we've got Angel Sing coming up in later in December.
They named that after me, Pat.
Yeah.
And all the information is available on the Children's Choir website, which is icchoir.org.
Okay.
And if you go to any of the Nutcracker performances across the city, the chorus that sings during the party scene is most likely going to be handled by Children's Choir singers. Yeah.
That's kind of an interesting side thing to hit different events and all the same.
So whether it's in Indianapolis, we have kids singing in Carmel, in Columbus. Of course, we've got the Columbus Children's Choir, the Anderson Children's Choir. They're all a part of the Indianapolis Children's Choir.
Wow,
outfit.
that cross-pollination is
So we're really
pretty good.
a regional choir, even though we've got the Indianapolis moniker. We really service about 2,600 kids throughout central Indiana.
Holy cow, 2,600. How many different choirs is that?
A lot.
I love her.
As president, I should know the number, but it's a lot.
That's all right. Amber Stearns has joined us. She is a WIBC alum, came right out of the newsroom. When Terry and I were working evenings, Amber would come in and entertain us just by her fellowship. But we all shared an office, and you would come in and hang over the counter and help me get the gum that Terry put on my phone
I
off.
know.
Terry.
That hadn't gotten any better.
That hadn't gotten any better at all. She'll be sorry she missed you, but I understand you two are still in touch with each other.
Yep. Yeah. I told her that I would hang around. She should be here any moment. So
okay, so we'll take a break, and then do we still have JMV? I got to check and see. We can take John in the next break, and then I thought maybe you guys would probably want to sing just a little verse of the old song live.
I don't think we can do that, Pat.
Oh, I think it'd be great.
I don't know.
Well, you know what? We're going to give you a whole segment to think about it.
Yeah.
I could do the bum, bum, bum.
You've
got it recorded. Just play the original.
Yeah,
song.
You know what?
I'll tell you what.
There's just something about a live performance. I think you should know that as the president of the choir, the kids.
But the kids require rehearsals.
Yeah. See, that's what we don't have. Rehearsals.
We don't have rehearsals.
We've got to rehearse.
But professionals should be able to knock it out.
Who said we were professionals?
I said
we're in radio.
I said it. We're on radio.
It's time for a break, guys.
Okay.
That's right. It is time for a break.
We're coming right back with more of the Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Pat, I thought I'd help you out. This is called Turkey in the Straw.
I knew that.
Turkey in the hay. Turkey.
Sounds like it's in B flat. No?
Amber Stern is hanging out here because Terry Stacy has threatened her if she leaves before Terry gets here. So Terry's on her way from downtown.
Amber Stearns was so fun. Just one of the bright stars, and so many good people in the WIBC News Center always. But
one of the few that didn't get arrested after she left the show.
Thank you.
I think.
Well, so far as we know.
I was always a good girl. Still am a good girl.
Yeah.
Don't give me.
So I'd like to talk a little bit about Turkey Fest for a minute.
Of course.
So it goes until 3 o'clock today. Turkey Fest is, we all like to say it's the kickoff to the holiday season. We have, it's a free event.
And Boogie Nights is playing right now.
Yep. We have about 60 turkeys that we are cooking today, from trash can turkeys to cookies on the Weber grills. the Big Green Eggs, Traeger, and then we're also making turkey pizza in the Gosney pizza ovens. And so this all is in our garden center at our 71st and Keystone store. It runs till 3 o'clock. There is a band. You might be able to hear the band in the background. It's Boogie Nights. That is Knights. Boogie Nights.
They're good.
They are good. They're very good. They're a house band. So they will play until, I think they play till 3. So pretty nice crowd, but really not overwhelming. At 12 o'clock, you'll be able to park in the bank, which is nice. The Fifth Third Bank, once they close, you can take those spaces. You can park north of 71st Street. Amber parked at Glendale
Yeah.
and walked. So
You'll find a spot there, and it's turning over. Some people have already filled and eaten, and they're leaving.
Yeah.
So
there is for purchase. There's beer and wine, soft drinks. So a lot of fun, and you can kind of grill the different guys in the booth and gals on how they prepare their turkeys. So if you're looking for tips, you get it. Grill. You can grill them.
Oh, I got it.
Grill them. Grill them with your questions.
hey, I just got a text message. People want to know when Christmas does start. The train start, and when does Santa start, and when does the North Pole start?
Oh, that's not officially Christmas. That's
Yeah,
the
it's-
Christmas train.
Well, Sullivan's
Yeah.
is the kickoff of Christmas. I mean, this is Christmas Central as far as Indianapolis is concerned.
Well, Denny, because Thanksgiving is so late, it's latest it can be the 28th. So it can. We had to.
Whoa! Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say Christmas is still on the 25th, Clyde.
And
Are you still drinking?
we've really.
I
moved
thought you were in rehab, and here we
we've
are.
moved the schedule around.
Oh, well, it's Christmas.
Christmas Eve this year.
Yeah, that was
is
the-
in November.
Did we
and
tell
then
you that
Thanksgiving will be in December?
Monsignor Rainey is retiring. He's taking Christmas with him.
So
Oh, my God.
Thanksgiving is as late as it can be, the 28th. So we had to actually move in order to get the same amount of tickets to serve our families and customers. We're going to start the train on the 23rd.
The 23rd.
So November 23rd. So it'll run Saturday and Sunday, and then it'll run.
Well, that's next week. We're talking a week away.
Don't give me anxiety right now.
All right.
Then we'll also run the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and then the day at Black Friday. Then it runs every day until the 23rd.
Wow. That's at Sullivan Hardware.
I will tell you that if you're still looking for a ticket, there is some tickets left. May not be the time that you want to go, say 1 in the morning. The children.
He's just kidding. He's just kidding.
There's some day stuff. But if you keep looking, people cancel tickets all the time. So there's tickets. They just kind of go up throughout the day, and I know that's a pain. But occasionally I saw the hot day was the 14th of December. And I saw a prime ticket popped up the other day that somebody had to cancel. So, but looking forward, and I'm not stressed out at all. We're working. we're waiting on Amber. We have this. I can't really say what it is, but it's big. It's a new feature to the Sullivan Express to the North Pole.
What can you do with the train?
Well, there's a whole journey, and let's just say this product, which is coming from France.
Ooh la la.
And it's coming on a slow boat from China, obviously, because I ordered it in May, and it is still.
I love that song.
It is still en route.
Did I tell you how much Pat hates the Europeans? They have one time. I'll get to it.
Man, I'm telling you, I thought, have you ever watch, is it Emily in Paris?
Mm-hmm.
All those stereotypes that it's all true. It's all true.
Really?
They are on their own time. What do they say? We work to live. No, we live to work.
No, we work to live.
No, we live to work.
We work to live instead of live to work.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what. But anyways, like you email them, expect a return maybe 4 or 5 days. So, but anyway, so this shipment that has a lot of the new animation for the Sullivan Express train. So anyways, if it doesn't come, Amber,
how would you
what
feel
are you
about
doing
being
next Saturday?
You think you could be a mechanical band member?
Yeah.
Is it bears or what is it? Raccoons?
Well, it's a
surprise.
Bears, and I had to go out of the biosphere and get a rhino and a hippopotamus. because I needed some violin players. So,
hey, I got some love for Amber here. People are listening, Amber. They're hearing your voice again. Brian Wilkes from Fox 59 Weather.
Yay.
Wilkes, says, Amber in the house. So nice to hear her voice. Sounds great. Everybody remembers Amber's laugh.
oh my gosh, yeah. Absolutely the best. So a lot of good time. And we're trying to bring back on our show the crosstalk that we used to do between the show host or whatever and the news center. Because that was a lot of, as we like to say, comedy gold.
We had a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. And we kind of got away from that.
And we learned what we couldn't say on radio, too. That's where we learned.
Yeah.
You know those deadly words that we're not supposed to say? We learned them in those segments.
We did.
Yeah.
We did. My favorite, who used to just walk away? There's somebody, was it? No,
Lee DeNoon would work.
Oh, Lee.
Lee would
It was
just,
Lee. Like pretty much Lee in her deadpan, like you'd be doing something stupid and she'd go, I got to go. And she'd just get up and leave, which was so funny anyways.
Pat, we have a listener from Barcelona, Spain that has just reached out.
Ooh.
You know,
They're not French, are they?
No, they're not. No, he's not.
I was just kidding about the French.
Steve from
Love your
Barcelona.
pastries.
Thank you for listening. He's on vacay, or he's on travel there. And we've got one in California and one in Las Vegas. So, I mean, we might have multiples, but there you
Wow.
go.
We are just like...
I know. It's like toilet
So besides those three, is anyone else listening?
water. Just Amber's family.
All right.
And she had to bribe him.
All right, so we are going to take a break here. We'll come back with more. It is Turkey Fest 2024, 71st and Keystone. Remember, we have great coupons, and the coupons are good at all of our stores, and they're good all day long until 8 o'clock tonight. Deals like at the two gift shops here and at Allisonville, 20% off any one non-sale item. Garland is 20% off. Christmas lights are on sale, 20% off today. There's a whole sheet. You'll get that when you come in. We're coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Sullivan, sometimes I just feel like a parole officer.
Well, there you go. A little bit of the Turkey Fest song with Amber Stearns.
Who happens to be with us right now. Amber, thank you.
Yeah, no, it's been years since I've heard that. I didn't remember the words until just now. I was
How about
like, wow.
that?
But they came right back because I saw you mouthing them. JMV joins us on the program. Hey, John.
We're starting the holiday season today, right? With the Turkey
Yes,
Fest.
we are.
I saw Mark Sion on Thursday at the District TAF, and he said his weekend was booked up because of this event. It's incredibly popular.
Turkey Fest is a big deal here.
It's because Amber Stearns is here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't think you worked. You weren't at MS in 2013, I don't believe. Were you, John?
Yeah. I wasn't on the fourth floor. Obviously, I was up on 6.
Okay.
Or wherever they don't allow us anymore to go to use the bathroom. So
right. There we go. The grievances.
There we go. We are not HR, John. We're Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's funny. I think I was there maybe 2 years, I believe. When she was there, I think we overlapped by 2, but not much more than that for sure.
She has a very talented newscaster, and she is the voice with Denny in the Turkey Fest song.
What fun was that, John? If I'd have known you could sing, I'd have reached out to you at the time.
I could. Just give me a couple of lyrics. We'll try to kryptonite fantastic with this incredible singing voice that I have right here. Right?
That's great.
My singing voice would be good for bluegrass. I'd be good with the Dillards.
It's got a little bit of a twang to it. I know who the Dillards are from Andy Mayberry.
I thought that was a grocery store.
No.
No, the Dillards. Yeah, the Dillards were the family, and on Andy Griffith's show, they were the Darlings. But Denver Pyle was the patriarch of the family, if you remember, and then Charlene.
He played
was
the jug. That's right. He played the jug, and the best of the group. They had a good mandolin player and they had a good banjo player. But the Dillards went on, and they were in bluegrass forever down in Tennessee. They were in the Grand Ole Opry. I don't know how many times, John.
All right, well, listen, boys, we just have just a little bit of time here. John, tell us, Anthony Richardson is back. What do you think of that?
It's exciting, huh? Yeah, a little soap opera, kind of like Days of Our Lives this week again, like normal.
It really is.
As the world turns.
On Monday, it was Flacco, and on Wednesday, it's Richardson. He gets the start coming up tomorrow, 10 a.m. Colts pregame huddle with me, Jeffrey Gorman, Bill Brooks, Casey Valier. We're going to be a back 9 for a Colts viewing party beginning tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. on the Fan and 97.1 Hank FM. I did want to give a shout out. I know you guys got to run. The Flying
we got
Toasters.
a minute.
1 minute.
Yep, a great local group, the Flying Toasters, at the Paramount Theater at Anderson later on tonight. That's going to be a great time. JMV Takeover, the second to last one before the Christmas music hiatus, B1057, beginning tonight at 6 o'clock. All request style, once again, tonight at 6.
All right, how's your weight this week? Lose any more weight?
I've lost 53 total pounds in almost 5 months, 53.
That is amazing. I can't wait to see you. I've not seen you. I mean, I can't believe that you.
I'm going to do nothing but wear a Speedo for the rest of my life now. So,
dude, I can't believe that you even had 50 pounds to lose. That's the thing. You hit it well.
I didn't either, but clearly I did because it is work. But 53 with Premier Weight Loss, 53 total pounds. I can't wait to see you guys, though. I'll miss you.
All right, we got to go.
Got to go, John.
I see Tony Katz in the distance. All right. See you, John. All right, hour number 4 is coming up next right here on 93 WIBC.
It's a good thing that Sasha didn't screw up her own name.
Why's that?
You were busy with Terry.
Yeah.
Sasha just did a killer newscast.
Did she?
Yeah, except for her name.
Yeah. Listen, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Turkey Fest 2024 right here at 71st and Keystone. We have a nice crowd coming in. We've got a band going on. Boogie Nights is playing. Parking is plentiful.
You lying sack of beans. You got to park all the way up to 71st Street.
You know how the city is taking, like they keep shrinking our roads?
Yeah.
We don't need 3 lanes going each way on Keystone right now. Just park on Keystone.
No.
Let's take the center lane.
Take the center lane.
Joining us on the program is our leader. I like to call him the leader. I'd like to call him the Big Toe.
The spiritual leader.
The Big Toe.
Did you just Sergeant Hulk me?
Yes, I did.
Is that right?
Thank you for the reference. The Big Toe of WIBC, Tony Katz.
Good
Hi, Tony.
Lord. The center lane we should take.
Yeah, why not?
Honestly, there are no rules. I say do it.
That's right. What are they going to do? We just say we got a permit.
And if you want to park horizontally, that's also okay.
Yeah.
Well, you charge. I saw your little, lumberman's belt out there giving change to park people in Pat's driveway.
Oh, no, that's no change. That's a tip.
That's a tip.
In today's America?
I noticed a lot of people just do a slow roll. They just leave it in gear and just roll in and come into Turkey Fest.
Right.
Oh, boy.
Get yourself a grill.
So
maybe a nice ornament, and
how
off
far
you
away?
go.
How far away did you park?
I'm not that far. I'm not that far.
Got it.
It turns out in between the parking spaces here at Sullivan Hardware, they have this space, and they say cars are supposed to drive up and down and find a spot. I just stopped right there.
Oh,
worked just fine.
It's a good thing you don't have any ego.
But you did put it in park, right?
Oh, why not?
Okay,
absolutely.
That's great.
Good to see you. Unbelievable turnout.
Yeah,
it's good
turnout. Nice day.
This
is crazy town.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
You're looking great. Now, I see you're.
Wait a minute. He's not looking great. I do like his glasses. The glasses look good on him.
You got the plantar fasciitis going.
I got the plantar fasciitis. It's not the gout. I'm walking with a cane. My friend here is walking with a cane.
Oh,
hers is in a sleek black. Mine is in a sexy blue mottled. You should
That's
see.
called iridescence.
You should see the grandmother I stole this from.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. When she regains consciousness, she's going to be so mad.
You should. I better purse match.
See, I thought it was a weapon. I asked him if he had a bullet or a chamber around in there.
Anything for a cane with a sword. If I could find a legitimate cane with a sword, because from what I'm told, and so I had the big event Thursday, and everybody was giving me their advice on how to solve this plantar fasciitis thing. Everybody, if you don't know this, Pat Sullivan or Denny Smith, people will come to you with unsolicited advice.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
right?
really?
There are people who really know how to run a store like yours, Pat Sullivan, and, well, nobody understands what you do, Denny, but they've got advice for you anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And they all had advice on plantar fasciitis, and they're all lovely people and well-meaning people. In the end, I didn't trust anybody. Nobody knows what to do. They can't spell it. They don't know what it is. I don't know what to do with this.
Ridiculous. Let me tell you what to do.
Thank goodness.
Wait a minute. Have you been to a podiatrist?
I was just going to say.
Not yet.
Go to a doctor.
Dumbass.
No,
what do you think it's
settle down.
Here we go.
It happened once.
I love it when he lectures me like that.
It happened once when I was in D.C.
All right.
I was there for the Benjamin Netanyahu speech, and it happened there. I was like, okay, it passed. It's gone. And then this is the second time it's come back. Now I need to go. If it was one, you don't go rush. It's like, oh, I have a cold. I have to take 12 COVID tests. What? Don't be a moron. All right. Now I have to go see somebody. So if anybody wants to recommend a podiatrist, call Pat and Denny right now at 317-239-9393.
No, don't call us right
Jam
now.
the phone lines. I've got people here screaming their doctor's names at me.
No.
God bless. Oh, we'll give him free advertising later, not right now. You stay right there.
This is my cousin.
Is that right?
This is my cuz, yeah.
Yeah.
Who is it? When it comes time to buying an outdoor set, who isn't your cousin?
Exactly.
This
Right?
is true. Man, there's a lot of people here.
It's a tremendous amount of people
What's the big
here.
group back there. It's just like, is that that's a line.
Yes, it's a line. That is what's happening. It is a line. People have come to taste turkey done on a big green egg and come to take a look and say, Pat Sullivan owns all this. That's really the two things people come here to do, come here to see.
Yeah.
Guys.
You know, I always wonder if my speech therapist is still alive. That's what I always wonder. Or any of my teachers.
Did you have a speech therapist?
Oh, yeah, Dr. Frenectomy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you just made that up.
No, I was.
The little thing that attaches your tongue. When they cut that, that's called a frenectomy. So that's done for speech impediments and things like that.
Did you have that?
No.
Okay.
Tony, welcome to my world.
If you're going to hire a nerd to be your sidekick, this is what you get.
This is constant.
Right.
Just
you have the emotional intelligence of a second grader. Did you not take science class?
So I'm right to work alone. I mean, accurate.
I've heard
correct.
Is it true that you don't let anybody into the studio at any time?
At the home studio?
Yeah.
No one is allowed in the home studio. This is me, and I've got a series of deadbolts and retina scans to keep people out. No, I don't know how teams do it. Like, I do it with fingers with Eat, Drink, Smoke, and I do it because he's funnier than I am. Everybody else, I don't understand. I don't understand the two of you. I don't understand Kendall and Casey. I really don't understand Kendall and Casey. I don't understand Hammer and Nigel. I don't know how you guys do it. How do you work with somebody else?
It's eye contact and empathy, Tony. You have to engage the other performer as if they are part of you.
You are 4 seconds away from selling me Amway, so help me God. That's exactly what's about to happen.
I was ready to buy.
Right?
I was reaching for my card.
Oh, my God.
All right. So, I was out at our Allisonville location. We had a big soiree out there.
You have a location in Allisonville?
Yes.
Oh, nobody knew that. Nobody knew.
Allisonville Nursery.
Is that by Sullivan?
Yeah, by Sullivan.
Tony, you need to listen now. He's getting ready to say something important.
We're getting serious.
No, and it was back to what I sent you a photo the other day, and I noticed there's a beautiful menorah ornament right on the Christmas tree. And
Wait a minute.
And you just don't think that's the right way to go, is what you're saying.
So for many years, Pat Sullivan has not brought menorahs into Sullivan Hardware and Garden.
He says they don't sell, Tony.
Yeah, that's what he says. He says they don't sell. That's what he says, but he never tries. He never puts an effort out. And so this year,
well, it
he
had
sends
13 candles. That was the problem.
He said... You're so far off the mark.
All right.
There are 12 days of Christmas with only 8 days of Hanukkah. 13 candles makes no sense whatsoever.
There's your problem.
No, that's my problem. He sends me a photo. He texts me a photo. He goes, I've got it. And it is a menorah ornament for your Christmas tree.
Exactly. It makes perfect sense.
Totally.
Why didn't we just, take pictures of me, put them on ornaments, and people could hang them on the tree?
Oh, Lord.
Right?
Because I just don't think that would sell.
Right?
But a menorah ornament?
That's cash
Genius.
money?
Oh, yeah.
Not a TK ornament?
No.
A picture of me holding a menorah would be more authentic.
Rabbi, that might be on something there.
Right?
I guess if we can incorporate that into our Christmas celebration.
Hey, do what sells, do what works. Look at all these people who are here right now to watch you actually have to be next to somebody who knows how to do radio. This is fantastic.
Whoa.
All of these people.
Did you see that?
My gosh.
I was
this is
about to say
excellent.
God's too big for one religion, but I take that back.
Wow. That is...
You are slamming on my buddy here.
Enjoy church tomorrow.
Yeah,
really. Really. That one's going to go over well.
Yeah, that's right.
I just let him go.
I know. Just let him go. It's like catching a big bass. You
what
just
are the
let
deals?
him run.
We've got Turkey Fest, which I admit, Turkey Fest and Egg Fest are the best food festivals in Indianapolis. It's those two and it's Rev, basically in a tie. But when people come in, what is the deal that you're offering today? What is the thing that brings them in the door outside of all the turkey that you did nothing to make? Oh, there's a list.
I feel like my silence is making him nervous.
Insert surprised exclamation mark here.
Oh, your silence means nothing to me.
No, I was talking about you. You shut up for the first time since I had you know that you came in here.
So here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden Turkey Fest, you can get 30% off artificial trees because it says 30% off artificial trees.
And you know what? Right now, in the next 2 hours, we'll throw in a menorah ornament.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Baruch Hashem. Their grill accessories are 25% off, which is good because they're usually 25% overpriced.
Hey, baklava, right back to you, pal.
Baklava is, good Lord.
That's Jewish, isn't it?
It is
No,
not.
it's not, you imbecile. You had a good argument going and you blew it.
No. It's not that you're culturally insensitive. It's just that you're insensitive.
Stupid. No, he's stupid, Tom. You can't fix stupid.
I will admit, I love that you brought this in. If you haven't seen, they've got the whole Yeti selection here because he wants you to pay way too much for a tumbler. But they do the free engraving. They will actually do it right there, and they laser engrave.
That's right.
Right there. And I think that's absolutely fine work. And I love that the guy working the engraver only has to wear 2 lead vests to be safe. That's terrific. Well done.
It's a laser. It's not radioactive.
We can detect a lot of breaks, bone breaks.
Oh, sure.
Throw your leg in there. We'll check it out.
Honestly, there is no cure, right, for the plantar fasciitis. It takes
This is
time.
hilarious. Our producer just texted me. He says, "You're not going to believe this. Tony's got people calling me with doctors' names."
Thank you.
There you go.
Everybody's got a thing I should do, and not a single person. All this plantar fasciitis, walking with a cane, everybody's got a doctor.
Tony,
your cousin's yelling doctors' names
Tony,
at me.
I'm just glad you don't need a hysterectomy, because we would be overwhelmed right now.
I was about to tell a joke, and then here comes Denny. Be like, no, me. Denny, do you know what sidekick means?
Take your...
Do you have any clue?
Pat, he's all yours. Oh,
well, to the producer, I'll take those names.
I have been silent. Now, I will tell you that I have a very, very good foot doctor, but I'm not willing to share the name because I really don't want to do that to her.
No, it's fine.
No, I'm kidding.
Is it Dr. Vinny Boombatz?
No, it's
Lady Huffman.
Dr. Kelly Higgins.
Oh,
Very
KH.
good. Yeah, and but you know what? You need to get some orthotics. Go to a real doctor.
I think you need to go to a vet.
Go to a foot doctor. I'm sorry. Wow. Didn't work, did it?
Usually in these conversations, it's Pat who is very aggressive towards me. Very nasty.
This is when he gets wound up. He just loves his part. He's trying to think of what he's going to say to slam me. So I'm going to sit down now.
Thank you.
You've done that 3 times.
I know, but I had to stand up for you.
Back up.
You're such an imbecile. I'm trying to protect you from this nonsense.
What is happening here?
I don't know.
He's supposed to be the nice guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know what?
It's like when Jerry Lewis finally realized that Dean was the talent. This is what's going on.
I mean,
in my life, I've never said that before. That might be the best line of my career.
Wow. We need to break.
Look what I did to Pat Sullivan. You are listening to the Home and Garden Show.
Wait a minute. I am going to I will get you a Hanukkah baklava, and I will drop it by your house.
You need to shut up and break.
During your Christmas.
Honestly, at this stage, I'll just take the Hanukkah baklava. Who am I to begin to argue?
Yeah,
with such generosity.
I am culturally sensitive to everything.
Right. So if the culture's at 71st and Keystone,
that's right.
You are culturally sensitive.
Yeah, hold your ears. I'm holding my ears too,
Jewish baklava is coming to your house on Christmas Day. There you go.
Hashem.
We're coming right back. Good to see you, Tony.
Good to see you.
93 WIBC.
Well, we're out here at Turkey Fest, and there is breaking news. In the Hoosier world, and joining us right now, Ethan, if you can bring him up.
Breaking news. Remember this, Amber?
We've got John Herrick, the WIBC news director. John, what's going on down in Bloomington?
Well, guys, yes, there was an announcement this morning that Indiana University and Kurt Signetti have reached a deal to keep him in Bloomington as the football coach through November 30th of 2032.
That's an 8-year extension. Wow.
Yes.
Hey, don't
yes, it is.
impress us with your math skills.
Okay. All right. So did they disclose any of the terms of the deal?
That he's going to be making an average annual salary of $8 million a year. He'll get an average of about $1 million in additional bonuses. And then there's still the incentives that he gets after each win. So, like you've probably seen after this year, after a certain win, if he wins a game, he gets an additional $100,000. He'll get an additional $200,000. Like all those incentives are still in play. And I think that they're also working out ways to make sure that that the football infrastructure can improve, and that he is going to make sure that he's going to keep his assistant coaches that he wants, and that there's NIL money and all sorts of things. But this is something that the university president, Pam Whitten, the athletic director, Scott Dolson, have been talking about for months, that they not only want to make sure that Signetti's taken care of, but they want to make sure that the whole football program in and of itself is also taken care of, so that it's not just him, but everybody that he impacts also has what they need to do their job well and stay competitive in a very ever-changing college football landscape.
Wow. John, is there any word on, are they paying mileage for him? I mean, on top of...
That's a good question.
It is a good question.
I mean, seriously.
Lord.
50 cents
a mile. Whatever he needs, they're paying it.
I bet they are. John Herrick, that was really kind of you to reach out to us. It's big news for Bloomington, that's for sure.
Hey, John, I like to share my my lifelong work here in the hardware business.
Oh boy.
IU football has never ever disrupted my business until this year. It is incredible. It is incredible when IU plays. It gets very quiet around here.
Oh, boy.
It's very cool.
Yeah,
John, thanks for go ahead.
No problem, guys.
All right, see you.
See you, brother.
Hey, John, $8 billion. Is that kind of the going rate for college football, basketball?
Yeah, $8 million.
For the women, what about women's basketball? Is it $8 million?
Not even close.
That's a lot of money. Boy, that's a lot of money. But you know what? He's the first winning football coach we've had since John Pond.
I know it.
I know.
You know?
And it's so fun to watch. It really is so fun to watch the excitement. And kids
you know why?
really
It's all me. It's my fault.
Why is it yours?
Because I have a freshman at Purdue.
Oh, you have a freshman at Purdue?
I'm paying Purdue.
I see.
Wow.
That's why I use winning. I'm convinced of that.
Purdue's basketball team
It is so
proved
fun,
they thumped Alabama last night, and it really was fun to watch.
I mean, this is the first time in the world you go to Purdue, you go to West Lafayette, and they're not paying attention to Purdue football. It's just wait till basketball season.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be you go down to Bloomington, and that was
just wait till basketball season.
Just
right.
wait till basketball season.
So
now that is the mantra.
Completely flipped.
So our audience
Completely
is
flipped.
delighted. They've got Terry Lynn Stacy, Hall of Fame broadcaster. We've got Amber Stearns' legacy at WIBC as Alumni of the Year.
Big words. I don't know about
Look
that.
at you two are here on the Home and Garden Show.
Well, we came to eat.
Oh
Oh my gosh,
I thought
we
you
had
came
the
to
most
see.
amazing.
It was her first time.
bread pudding ever.
Oh,
She was
Oh, you found Lataka.
Scott Lataka.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I always love it because she was kind of a bread pudding virgin. And so it was kind of
Can we
like
say that?
exposing her
Easy.
to something that was just so amazing.
It is pretty sweet on the tongue.
My eyes were opened.
Where's
Her eyes
his
have been open.
Where's his booth at?
It's down the way.
It's that way.
Yeah, she's not telling you.
Down the way.
Well, I mean, I don't know how you
Is it
know.
like over there?
It's
Over there?
It's over this way
It's
to your
on
right.
the other side of whatever this contraption is.
That is part of the Sullivan Express train. That is
The candy
the
factory.
tunnel of the lost train.
Oh, the tunnel of the lost train.
sounds
That's something.
Part of the story is the train on the way to the North Pole. There's an overturned railroad car of candy canes, and it's going to take hours to lick up. I mean, clean up.
Oh,
I'm repeating the.
I think you've just disclosed that there's going to be some animals in there licking it up. Maybe like
it's
some
just-
reindeer.
no, that was just the commentary. It's just part of the story, and so the train gets diverted on the way to the North Pole, and ends up going through the reindeer workout room where all the
That's
reindeer
what
are
we
training. So
Yep.
you're looking at me like you don't believe any of
No,
this.
she's a mother. She's got a 28-year-old, an 18-year-old, and a 12-year-old. She's no
26.
26.
I'm not that old.
Oh, sorry. 2 years. Boy, are we getting picky?
Hey,
Well,
I have a 41-year-old,
All right.
and how many grandkids?
and I say you got to move out.
I have. You know what?
8 grandchildren.
Eight grandchildren. And for anybody that didn't hear, I mean, you had two like back to back.
Yep.
Little girl named
Beautiful,
Rory
beautiful,
and a little
beautiful
boy named
babies.
Patty,
Yep.
which is
Love the names. Always good
Thank
names.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Cool.
So I really feel like we've completely butchered
the show.
This show.
Yeah, but we did it.
What do you
We did it professionally.
I don't know. It's
We
just
had
like
sharp
You don't feel good
knives.
about it?
not really. I mean, Tony didn't really like my Jewish baklava joke. You know.
No.
Yeah,
well,
but the audience did. They
sometimes-
thought.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to kind of rehearse that stuff on me, and I'm always happy to tell you if it's going
Yeah.
to be a good one or a bad one.
Oh,
we
I
just
g-
didn't have time.
I need your phone number too because somebody wants you to endorse their product. So
Well, yay! I'm hoping, is it for balding or is it for face hair?
Yeah,
it's for hair restoration.
It's hair restoration.
This is
Hair
great.
restoration.
Yeah.
It's, I'm all in.
Yeah,
Whatever.
No,
Send it to me.
it's hair removal. Back removal.
Oh.
Yeah. Amber, great seeing you. All right, we're going to step away. We're coming right back.
We're going to run away.
I
We're
never
not
know when
stepping
she's coming
away.
back. 93 WIBC.
Hey, no, we got to talk to
Michaelis.
Michelle. We can't run away. Leave Richard hanging.
Is that who's on, Richard?
I think so.
Can you bring him up, Ethan?
Yeah, he may not want to talk to us after we almost dumped him.
I can't even see.
Richard doesn't like.
Oh, hey, Richard.
I'm flattered, but I am not Richard. I am Zach Terry with Michaelis, but I am flattered to be called Richard.
Sorry.
Wow.
I'm here for the professional butchered show is what I'm here for.
Oh yeah, we can butcher you. We can take you down like a big turkey.
Richard, you're throwing good money at this thing. I'm not really sure.
You know this isn't Richard, right?
Who is this? Is that not Richard?
No.
Who is it?
Zach.
It's Zach?
Yeah.
It sounds like Richard to me.
Yeah, I know. I know.
It sounds like he's
You think I sound like Robert Goulet? No, this is Zach.
Didn't you say? Oh.
No.
It sounds like you're in a Are you in the bathroom? Are you in the shower?
I'm in my office. I'm in my office at the house, so it's
You need to hang
hardwood
something
floors.
on the wall to absorb the sound.
Well, you do sound like
I
Richard.
agree. Thank you.
Wow,
I
that's
mean, I guess
convincing.
it's a compliment.
Yeah. So, Zach, if that is your real name. So, what's going on at the Michaelis Corporation?
Oh, we're getting into the winter season. Here's coming. Cold floors if you have a crawl space, and just enjoying the growth. If you don't follow us on social media, we have all of our social medias that are pushing out tips and tricks for the winter seasons and stuff like that as well. So it's been a good time. We're building.
Well, it's been such a dry fall, too, and I know a lot of what you guys do, you do a lot of, basement and crawl space work, but that looks like it's coming to an end as we start to get kind of back into a normal pattern, so I think some of that may come your way as well.
Yeah, of course. And we do like terminology, we call them Terminology Tuesdays, and every Tuesday we post a video that whatever's the season, whatever's happening that could possibly happening to your home, we use those as topics for that week. And fire safety. What was that last month? So this week we talked about negative grade outside the house, and just things like that. So,
right.
But I had a comment from earlier that she said, you asked where that booth was, and she said down the way. And to me, I was like, that's the most Hoosier directions I've ever heard in my life.
That is so true. Down the way. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
I kind of caught that too. That is absolutely true. Down the way. Well,
Yeah,
and you know what? And with coming up on Thanksgiving too, that's, we talk about when you mentioned house fires, like people do crazy things on the holidays. Whether it's Thanksgiving, whether it's Christmas, whether it's, you got to light the candles, and then grills on Thanksgiving. You do have to use a little bit of common sense.
Well, if you've never deep fried a turkey, I would suggest doing a YouTube video first, so you don't catch your garage on fire or whatever. I mean, it's a science. I'd call it a science. So and if any of that ever does happen, give us a call, and even if it's like smoke damage, we can clean that as well. So we do a little bit of everything for this season.
There you go. Hey, Zach, thanks. We're running out of time here. Thanks for spending a little time with us, or as I like to call you, Richard. It's the Michaelis Corporation, the number 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you.
Zenny and Pat, it's turkey fest. Yo, gobble gobble, feast the best. Let's go. Sullivan's deals, wild in the aisles. Snag that tree, deck the halls in style. Lights twinkling, shoppers with the mad dash. Carts overflowing, cashers with the fast cash. Season starting strong, getting in the spirit. Holiday vibes, can you feel it? Hear it? Holiday season, time to celebrate. Benny Pat, it's a feast, can't wait. Deals crazy, Sullivan's hardware's lit. Starting off strong, ain't no quitting it. Snow on the ground, folks all around. Music playing loud, joy in the sound. Pat's got the fixins, Denny brings the vibe. We're all together. together, it's the best of times. Frosty
Then he
air,
brings the
but
vibe.
hearts are warm. Inside the fest, we're out of the norm. Sullivan's got the goods, we got the cheer. Craziest
Another
time,
one of
best
Ethan's
time
AI
of the
songs.
year.
That's so creepy.
Pretty good. That's not creepy.
I mean, just
he makes you look good. Now that's
I
creepy.
know, but it's just like-
I take that back.
just some
Making you
computer
cool.
cranking out a song.
Way to go, Ethan.
it.
That's 3 in a row, boss.
Yeah, good ones.
He's
Yeah.
good, isn't he?
do
But
one
Amber,
every
we're
day.
never gonna retire the real Turkey Fest song.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I have to. I'm creeped out by AI. Anything AI generated.
Yeah.
Really?
Chat GPT just no.
I don't do the chat. I will not do that.
I'm not a fan.
No.
I had a date or something wrong. There was something
I thought I
small
was gonna
on
say-
a.
I thought you said, Amber and I both go, you
I
had
was
a
like,
date?
you had a
What are you
date?
doing?
What are you
Senior
doing? What's wrong with
silvers
your
or what?
wife? What?
I had a date wrong on one of my spots.
There we go. That's
at the
better.
radio station, and they fixed it with AI.
Really?
Yeah, they can. They offered to do that for me the other day
Yeah.
too, just changing a word.
It was
and
just
they could do it.
it was one little thing. I forget what it was, and they just changed it
Oh,
with
it's
AI with my
amazing.
voice.
It is truly amazing. I had it print out. I just asked it to do a nice ode to the first day show with me and Denny and
Oh,
Kylan.
I read that.
And it went boom. In a blink of an eye, wrote the most beautiful
It was
ode
really neat.
you've ever heard in your life about the first day.
What exactly is an ode?
Well, it's similar to a poem.
ODE. Yeah. It's a tattoo, Pat. It's a gang sort of thing. Okay.
I know.
We normally do it on our biceps.
I just
Ooh.
I just think people need to learn reading and writing.
I'm with you, Pat.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It just seems like what is this?
But I'm not an ode writer. So this really helps me with the talents and skills I don't have. So you can imagine how much it's helping me.
Okay, maybe if they gave you an idea for an ode, but just to give you your homework, it's like I don't.
Wow. Thank goodness
I mean,
they're
I
not-
can see the advantage of having it change the date in your ad, so you wouldn't have to take time to go back in the studio and re-record it and all that jazz. But in general, I'm like, no, that's getting too Big Brother-ish.
I know. It's like I don't want them to like, oh yeah, we need a new Hope plumbing spot. Oh, we'll just do it on AI. You know, it's like.
All right, so
I don't want
Pat,
that.
here's what it is. An ode is a formal lyric poem that celebrates or praises something meaningful, such as love, beauty, or Saturday radio.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's right in there.
Yeah, it's right in there.
You know what?
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
You know what else is creepy? That I stayed up all night to watch the Mike Tyson fight.
How'd he do? Did he win?
No, he lost.
But he made $8 million.
He's bless his heart. He should never come back he should never get back in the ring again.
How much did he make?
Oh, I don't know. The thing is, I stayed up. It started like at midnight, and I fell asleep by 12:15.
Did he make it through the third round?
I don't know. Oh, yes,
Yeah, no,
the third round
it went.
is about when I went to sleep.
It went to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, it went the full distance.
That's when they serve the baklava,
Yeah,
right?
the- The Jewish baklava that we're getting for Christmas.
Fight?
Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
It's so weird.
I did not know you're a boxing.
Remember when I was
fan.
a ring girl?
Oh, yes,
that's
I do
right.
remember that.
Marvin-
What round was it? Marvin Johnson. That's right.
Only because again,
Now, did you wear the
nobody else
did you
would
wear
do
the
it. And I was like, well,
swimsuit?
yeah, let's give this a try. Not knowing, I thought maybe I was like next to the ring. I was going to serve some, drinks or something. I didn't know they had to be pushed in the ring once it started.
So you did it with the
Canada
bathing
saw it.
suit and everything?
No.
Oh.
We were in Indianapolis.
Oh,
You
so-
know.
Oh Lord. Oh, I tell you
Anyway,
what.
so he lost, and he just isn't. He looked not well.
Does he still have the huge
Well,
tattoo
yeah,
on
but
his?
I mean, he just looks old and tired.
He is old and tired.
He got the crap kicked out of him.
There is
Yeah,
no
I'd be old and
looking.
tired
He
too.
is 6 years younger than me.
I think what really drove, what I really wanted to see
He's
it
58.
was. Well, when I saw him, I saw all of the social media that you all saw that. In weigh-in, he smacked the guy, and I don't even know who he. And I thought, oh boy, okay, well maybe this is going to be worth my time watching. This looks
Was it pay per view? Did you did the pay per
No, it was
view?
on Netflix.
Oh.
Everybody complained and said it was horrible.
It really was. And it was so late. I mean, you waited so long.
I don't know why
There's
they
no
do
going
that.
back in time.
Well, they had how many undercards did they have? They had like 5
They had some
undercards.
girls. You know,
Girls
I
were
just can't-
fighting.
yeah,
Girl
girls
fights.
I don't like that.
I can't get used to that either.
No.
And one girl had just a giantest cut above her eye. She's one at one. And then before that, another one. There were like 3 of them.
Hey, the sun just came out here at Sullivan Hardware and Garden, and we are here for Turkey Fest. When we come back,
I think the sun came out because God's looking down and going,
Yeah.
dear God,
thank goodness.
it's time for a break.
Yeah, no, so thank goodness this thing's almost over.
Look, it's so funny.
I will send
14 minutes.
When Tony was standing here, there was a crowd.
I know.
And now look.
Well, that's just because we were boxing. Yeah, they were.
Everybody
It was
left.
Mike Tyson versus.
When Tony left, he took those people with him, and
Yeah.
they're gone.
Well, that's his posse.
It must have been.
They
You
go.
think
They go with him everywhere.
Are they like the NFL? And they hire people.
Yeah, they just follow
walk
Tony around.
We should do that.
Yeah, we should.
I don't think so.
You know, when we go to these trade shows, like a lot of times big companies, like when we go to the patio show, big companies will have like we call posse. You know, they have just like a bunch of yes men in the group, and
Right.
the boss is there, and everyone's around. Oh, I like that fabric, you know, the yes man. So I was going to go. It's in Chicago, and I told one of the reps I was going to go down and get like 20 homeless guys to follow me around. You know, so to be my posse.
Well,
I don't know, Pat.
And serve them Jewish baklava.
Oh my gosh, what? Stop talking.
Yeah, we need to break now, Pat, before we get our
What's
FCC.
Stop talking.
We're coming into our last segment.
Yeah.
Poor Ethan's
This is
got
Home
to
and Garden
manage all
Show
this.
right here on 93 WIBC. Stop
See ya.
talking.
Bye.
Well, this is the last segment for the Home and Garden Show. We're brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Great pricing on Lazy Boy, Indiana-made Smith Brothers furniture, mattresses made in Indiana, and maintenance-free outdoor furniture. Listen, it's free delivery up to 75 miles. Our thanks go out to thompsonfurniture.net.
Yay!
Hey, good afternoon. So listen, we have IU basketball, I believe, is coming at 2 o'clock today. Isn't that right, Ethan?
Yep.
And then so you'll just get an hour of Abdul, and then I think it cuts into the gun guy as well. So, Terry, what would you say overall impressions of the what's going on out here?
I would say the overall impression
What was something that you liked the best?
I really like the food the best.
Well, that's good because that's called Turkey Fest.
Over my experience, I did tell you that I think you're going to need to fix your traffic problem. Your parking, I don't know what you can do, but listen to the.
It's a mob.
It's a mob.
It's a mob.
It's a mob that are trying to get in. But everybody, once you get inside, honestly, it is a great feel. Everybody's having a good time. The food is good. The smoke in the air. The drink in hand.
Christmas is in the air.
A lot of people are buying wreaths. I noticed they're grabbing the right. I think you have live wreaths
Yes,
out
we do.
there. Is this an okay time to buy those?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Anything you're keeping outside is
Get
fine.
less.
I mean, you don't want to put any greens inside. I wouldn't put greens.
Do I water that? Do I sprinkle it?
Nah.
No. I mean, we will, if it gets warm, like all of our greens that are stored, we will water them. We'll put shade screen on them and we'll water them. But generally, for once the consumer gets it, you just kind of let it go.
Okay.
Okay, can you take one Home and Garden Show? I got somebody asking about how to trim a Burke's Red Cedar. He said he really didn't want to take it off the top, but is it okay to trim the sides?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure can.
There you go, Danny. You can trim it on the sides. Just don't go spastic on it.
All right. Turkey Fest coupons, good all day long.
What's that mean?
Well, it means that they would be until 8 o'clock tonight. So we have these Turkey Fest coupons, and they include 20% off any one item from our gift shop. So maybe you've had your eye on something, maybe a Christmas dress or a Christmas sweatshirt. You get light sets at 20% off. You get bird food. There's a coupon.
Don't forget the house plants. We're in the house plants area. They're great.
Any one house plant, you get 25% off. Any one grill accessory, 25% off.
Wow.
Buy 6 ornaments, get 30% off. If you buy a Christmas tree, 6.5 or over, you get a free storage bag. Boom.
How about that? What a day!
Now, is that one of the great big sort of like red canvas with the wheels that you put your tree and then you can store it away?
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. They're electric. They just move themselves. So we didn't get to talk to the Pilgrim ladies.
I know, the Pioneer ladies.
Yeah, they're back this year. They kind of missed because I guess there was a plague.
What are they?
And
What are they serving up? Do you know?
They usually have some.
They usually have brandy, in their aprons. I know that.
Is it brandy cherries or something?
I don't know. They had that last. I think that was just so they could hide their
and
hooch.
then they spin a turkey over. It takes like 6 days for it to get finished. So.
Sure smells good, though.
We'll probably be serving that next week.
Great.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Turkey Fest broadcast. We love doing this, but if you haven't come out here, it's still going till 3 o'clock. I know we're going to get fired. This goes till 3 o'clock, and it is free. You don't have to pay.
What are we doing next week?
Next week we have our Friendsgiving show.
Oh, we do?
So bring your normal cheese ball shaped in a turkey.
A turkey?
Shaped like a turkey.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right, that's next week.
Yep.
Are we in studio?
We are.
I believe we are.
Okay. What are you doing there, Dan?
I'm giving you the signals because I don't pour. And our thanks to Ethan. Ethan is really taking care of us today. Thank you, brother.
Good job, Ethan.
Back in studio.
Abdul is coming up next, and then IU basketball right here on 93 WIBC.